Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yeehaw Lads podcast, episode number 83. We just went through our big old Christmases yesterday, and overall, I would say mine went pretty good. I don't know about your guys's, you know?
I got an air fryer.
You got an air fryer?
Brian got an air fryer.
And I also lost my voice.
Andy is broken, but
yeah, hi, dude.
I also got an air fryer.
Oh, yeah. Is it the two-pot one?
No, mine's I took a picture of it because I wanted to explain it, because it's, I got me an air fryer.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, this thing looks kind of fancy, right?
Yeah.
Touch screen.
Just like your parents' fridge.
It's so over the top. I'm like, this is awesome. Like,
does this also connect to Wi-Fi?
I don't think so. I haven't read the whole
Sends you a
starting
notification of the temperature of your food.
I mean, that'd be kind of sick.
It'd be cool if you could like actually connect it and like, well, I guess you'd have to leave it in there like all
I'd
morning.
Leave food in there.
Yeah, and then like, well,
later.
then like you're like 15 minutes before you're ready to come up for lunch break, just fucking go on your app and turn it on.
If I had a half an hour lunch, maybe something like that. But with an hour lunch, it's so not worth it.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I got a couple of good things for Christmas, but I have one that I need help with. I need to figure out what to do with this item.
Okay.
It is a
what the fuck is
it is a shell casing, like it's a rack loader shell case for a howitzer 155 millimeter cannon round. So it's just a blank tube that you put the shell into to store.
Yeah.
But it's like a 5-inch diameter, like 3-foot tall metal tube that looks sick.
I told him to get a fucking howitzer.
No,
well,
you turn this into a stack for your crawler.
Oh my God. But
I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't know, but I'm like, it's so cool. I need to do something with it.
That'd be fucking dope.
You can build like a frame around it and make it into a coffee table. Well, you have a nice coffee table already.
Yeah, a coffee table I don't use anyway.
I set a nice lamp.
Yeah,
a lamp actually. That would probably be pretty good.
But I'm like, I need to do something with it. Like,
yeah,
it's cool. I could mount it on the wall in here, I guess, and it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I think a lamp would actually be pretty sick.
Yeah,
considering your living room is very dark anyway.
Yeah, I have a lamp there. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
it's just not built for
How
light.
often do you sit in your living room?
Literally never.
Yeah, so
but it's cool to walk by it.
Hang it up in here.
I could hang it. I could just hang it on the wall in here.
You know what you should do?
The walls in here are kind of full.
You should hang it up and then 3D print a howitzer casing,
a shell,
and then have it
like
out on the outside,
coming out of it.
Yeah.
3D print a little like explosion behind us, which is launching from it, even though it's not.
Dope.
So we got these. My parents got these at one of the fests they went to this year. Somebody was selling them.
Yeah.
So they got 4 of them, like put them in a big box, and had us like draw straws to get to pick first to last. You know, they're all the same. But, like, some are nicer, some are a little bit rustier.
Yeah.
Mine's got like a little bit of rust coming through, but it gives it some class, you know?
Right, yeah.
It's patina.
Wow.
But like we opened the box and they're covered in like, you know, thin gift wrap paper. So I just see like green tubes. I'm like, are these fucking AT4 launcher cases?
That's what I thought it was for a second. I'm like, you have the coolest parents I've ever fucking known. What the fuck is that?
Like,
even?
this is sick, but I'm like, AT4s are like, they're one-use missiles.
I have been trying to find some for fucking like 3 years now.
Yeah. I clicked one too far.
That's fandom.
Like,
a real one.
I went to right click, not left click. But basically, it's like, this is an AT4. It looks almost the same.
Yeah.
But I'm just
so
like,
cool.
Did you get used AT4s? Like,
that'd be fucking
Mom's
so
like,
cool.
I don't know, maybe. I'm like, oh no, they're howitzer like racks.
I would fucking kill for a goddamn
funny.
used AT4.
I mean, you can just buy them.
You can. They're hard to fucking find.
They're hard to find. They're a single-use missile.
Yeah.
Once you launch it, you just throw the case aside and it's useless.
Yeah.
But like,
well, because it's a shell holder and the launcher all built into one. I think the tubes are made out of like fiberglass or something like that.
they're just strong enough to launch one missile.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like if it's repeated use, they have to be super beefy, but those aren't. But I'm like, is that what it is? And we open up like, oh, this is just as cool. But
I found the computers for them and the targeting systems for them, but not
you can't
the fucking
just say
tubes.
that.
What I have?
That's
eBay.
fair. Information's free. You can do whatever you want with them, but still. So I got that. Now I need to figure out what to do with it. I'm like, I need to mount it to like the roof of my car and just put stuff in there. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. It's too cool.
You can make it a searchlight for Marcus's rack.
Make like the strongest LED tube ever.
Well, I figured just one giant like KC in the middle of it.
Oh,
and just, like bolt it to fucking a rack or something, and just be like, there you go.
That's
Spotlight. Put a little motor on the bottom.
That's just a lamp with extra steps.
Kinda, yeah. It's a mobile lamp.
Big lamp. I don't know. I might just wall mount it or something. Make a cool little.
You know,
because it is a cool little thing.
I was thinking about that.
You think?
Over Christmas, because I was kind of going over the plans with the shit box. I want to take the old head gaskets out of the red shit box
Like
and
frame 'em.
frame them.
You don't know they're
My first head gaskets.
You don't know they're bad.
We know they're bad.
The block could be
There's
cracked.
oil in. Oh, okay, that's fair.
He's like,
There's
"Oh,
oil inside the coolant. It's either the block's cracked or the head gaskets
There's
are
some
fucked.
oil. It's mostly just compression.
Yeah.
It's fine. Forget about it.
It doesn't look like a milkshake yet.
Not
so.
yet.
Yet.
Yeah, it's not ruined. It's just bad.
Yeah.
And another thing I got was these cool coasters that my sister made from Fetzer Fabrications.
Hell yeah.
They have our podcast logo on them.
Yeah, so I
she made
glanced at it. I didn't
Marcus
look
saw
at
him as
it.
soon as he walked in because
Yeah.
he's fucking nosy. But
Yeah.
they've got our podcast logo on the surface of them.
Hell yeah.
She made the coasters and the coaster holder. It's all epoxy made and super nice. So go ahead and look on Fetzer Fabrications on Facebook if you want to.
Oh, does she have a fucking Facebook page?
Yeah, if you want to find some cool
yeah.
epoxy made things. Another
Neato.
crafty stuff. But these
What
are the
else
new.
did she have like last week or something? Or
Oh, she made ornaments.
oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, she made custom ornaments for a bunch of people, and like she makes all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So yeah, if you're looking for cool, crafty epoxy things and Cricut things and other things, I don't know. She makes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Bookmarks and cool like chess pieces, all sorts of
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But
I gotcha. Neat.
yeah, she made some cool stuff for the studio.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then I think the last thing that I had to mention was I got something for Christmas I wasn't expecting.
Corpus?
I got my trophy from Rallycross.
Oh, from Freeze
From
Your
the
Curds.
Freeze Your Curds off Rallycross. It just showed up at like 6:20 today at my parents' house. They're like,
Dope.
Oh.
they're like, you got a package. I'm like, from who? I'm like, I'm not expecting anything. They're like blank name. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So yeah,
That's
this is the
fucking
trophy they didn't have ready when I was
Oh,
up there.
okay. Yeah.
But it's-
That's
yeah,
cool though.
it's
That's
like-
fucking big.
There's still
Seems
like it's not crazy big. It's probably 6 or 8 inches tall, but it's still got a peel on it, so it looks kind of glared.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a nice little like the course is drawn with cheese curds as
As
cones.
cones,
Like,
yeah.
Funny.
this logo's sick.
What
That's
else
cool.
you should do is
Give up.
Make a
put a
rack.
shelf up
Trophy
and then
rack?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of space on the wall.
God forbid.
We
If I
got
keep,
a lot.
if I keep winning everything, including
Shit.
probably go karts this weekend.
Fuck
Yeah.
We ain't doing
and
trophies.
Go karts on the 20.
The 9th.
No.
The 9th.
Yeah.
28th is this
February.
weekend.
Yeah.
9th
That's
is the
right.
next one of February.
9th of March or February?
February.
I have it. I have a screenshot saved, and I've looked at it 10
have it.
times.
Have it somewhere.
Well, because I keep re-screenshotting it and putting it to the front of my pictures because I'm like, I will remember this when it's time.
Did your Apple Photos update recently, and now it's impossible to use? Like, does it
no,
look awful?
I've had it since I've had this phone. I bet
okay.
it's whatever the newest update is.
Yeah, is
but
it
since I have
awful?
the newest phone, yeah, it sucks. It's way worse than it used to be.
Okay, because we were doing something with my parents yesterday, and Mom was looking for like a picture. It
Yeah.
took her like 5 minutes to find a picture that was like 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
The
It's
fuck?
like the new Apple Photos is awful. It only like pops up like stuff you might be interested in at the top. You have to like scroll through
How
a
the fuck?
bunch of-
So what?
It's
Do you have to?
weird.
So is it like photo recognition? So like if you want a picture of a cat, you have to type in.
Well, it
fucking
does
cat?
shit. It
It
does shit
can.
that's like, oh, this week 3 years ago, blah blah blah.
Oh,
like it's,
fuck, I
it's
don't
trying
wanna
to
look
be
at
its
that
own
shit.
fucking Instagram, and it's stupid.
yeah, it's trying to be like a memories kind of.
Yes, you
Apple.
did type
I
in
did
Apple
type in
photos,
Apple
Brian.
Photos, and it
Apple.
gave me photos of apples. I fucking
Apple.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
no.
Thanks, iPhone. So cool.
No, it's they're just trying to like church up the app, and it's
just
just
doesn't
not
it doesn't
working
look
well.
good.
No.
Like as someone who doesn't use it, like I looked at it, I'm like, I can't help you. I'm like, I have
Yeah,
no
even me,
idea.
like, because the only thing I really use is like recently deleted. It's like, oh yeah, go back through there.
oh, I
double
cleaned
check.
out 20 screenshots. I needed one out of there. Let's
Yeah.
go back and dig it out.
Yeah, shit
Yeah.
like that. It's like, yeah, no,
This is what
fucking dumb.
this
yeah.
is what it looks like. Now.
What the fuck? No, just show me my fucking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But recent days, what if,
I
yesterday
don't give a shit. It's trying to like collage them together.
this
Fuck
is
that.
this is like the home screen of photos now.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow. I'm like, I didn't like iPhones before, but this
yeah,
super
no,
sucks.
it's very stupid.
You might like. I wonder if you can get a different Photos app, like a non-Apple branded app on your phone.
Yeah.
because I literally would. That's awful.
Shit, my recently
I
deleted.
mean, don't get
is
me wrong. Like, you just have to scroll
Once
all
you
the
get
way
used
to
to
the
it,
top.
probably.
Like,
Still.
like, yeah, that's what it all looks like now.
Yeah.
But like,
Fuck
I just scroll
that.
all the way up here, and then you get to fucking scroll. But it's basically its own separate thing.
Does it scroll
So,
from
is
like
it backwards?
recent away from recent as you
you can
scroll
you
up?
can sort it differently.
Okay.
But yeah,
God,
but no,
that's
like
dumb.
this is the tab. I have to scroll up one to get to recent, and then scroll up again to get to that like
Yeah.
widget screen. So yeah, it is trying to separate everything.
Now,
It's
see if
dumb.
it like put your photos the same layout side, where you went from most recent to,
yeah.
past.
But if you scroll,
But then if you
up
scroll
or whatever,
up, and then it moved. You know, it was like a separate screen. You could scroll. You know,
You're saying like on ours, like from our home screen here, if you scroll up,
yes, it would show you the like.
Yeah. Instead of ours just scrolling through dates.
Yeah.
You scroll like to the top and then go up, and it gives you more stuff. Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, fuck that.
But yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm trying to find something." I'm like, "I can't help you. I
Yeah.
have no idea what this is." You know?
it's not great.
I guess if you're used to it, it's probably fine. But
Well, it's only been out for a couple months.
Oh, exactly.
Like, the only reason I've had it for a couple months is because I have a new phone.
You got it
But
with the
iPhone
phone.
18, or 18, iOS 18 came out a couple weeks ago.
yeah, 18 came out on the
Jesus.
16 came out.
I remember like iOS 7,
and it was garbage then.
and it was
Nah,
still
it was-
shit.
Or in the early days, iPhones were pretty nice.
Man.
Now they have phone behind.
Garbage.
Mm.
Garbage.
But either way, I don't know what I was even talking about to get to here.
Photos
did
of
I-
things and
Christmas.
stuff. And
Christmas.
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 Christmas. What do you get for Christmas, Marcus?
What did I get for Christmas?
Christmas.
That you can legally say.
At the Honda days.
All right, good talk.
I got a concealed carry holster for my gun
That you can't conceal carry.
that I can't conceal carry yet.
Even then, you still can't. It's over the round limit.
Fuck!
Theoretically.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. The
Son of a fuck! I'm not putting a fucking blood. This is horse shit.
Illinois handgun law is 15 rounds. That is your legal maximum carrying capacity. So if you had, hypothetically, if you had a Glock 17 that holds more than 15 rounds, you'd have to buy 15 round mags.
Nah, I can just 3D print the
Nope,
fucking.
you cannot print a spacer. It has to be a 15 round mag. You cannot pin.
You can't put blocks in
You
there.
cannot pin a bigger mag. It has to be a 15 round mag.
I'm definitely not going to tell them that I have ones that are twice that size.
My mags are 12 rounds, and I would never break the law.
Correct.
This is bullshit. I'm getting really tired of these fucking Illinois laws.
Common Glock owner L, am I
Fuck
right?
you.
Am I right?
Yeah, I got a concealed carry holster. We got a knife block.
Ooh, is it nice? What brand is it? Do you
I don't know.
God damn it! Because I bought a knife block for Michael as well. So
It's
I'm
some
up to date. First letter. H.
couldn't even tell you. I don't know.
KitchenAid.
It's no. Fuck.
Hankles.
No. It's something knife.
Harbor Freight.
Something knife.
I'll text Tori.
No, you don't need to. It's okay. I just like it.
I don't know. They're Japanese style.
Wazika.
No.
Damn it, those are the good ones.
I think it starts with a K.
The K, KitchenAid.
No.
We've been over this. I don't know. It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about what.
So
knife
besides your
brand.
knives, anything else?
anything crazy off the wall you weren't expecting?
Well, so we had an inkling. Oh shit! I'll share this with you real
An
quick.
inkling? Do you get a printer? But
We tell you every
I
fucking
wish.
podcast
I
to
go-
send shit, and
I
you
literally
still
go,
send shit
Fuck
every in the middle of the
off.
podcast.
I
every
forgot.
time.
I didn't think
That's
we
why
would
you have
talk
to
about
scroll through
this.
your
I
pictures.
did, motherfucker.
What else are we going to talk about?
This
We're
big
literally here to
ass,
yap and
yeah,
fill
I know.
time.
God damn it! Quit.
God,
Fuck.
Jesus.
Piss off.
Fuck.
Okay.
Do you get anything cool, Andy?
Restore.
Since Marcus is fucking.
I
filling
got my
us
air
hearing?
fryer.
Wow.
My dog got a bed for my parents.
Wow.
Has she used it, or she's just laying next
Did she
to it?
pee
no,
on
she,
it?
it's not bad. She
Okay.
does sit on it.
Okay. I figured she'd stare at it from like the floor, like she's abused and can't use it.
No.
She's not.
Trying to think what else. We did a saran wrap ball. I got like $13 in scratch offs, $25 at Taco Bell.
How
Oh,
big
damn.
was your saran wrap ball?
Probably about a foot.
Volleyball
For
for just me and my sister.
oh,
yeah,
okay.
well,
that's
my,
fair.
my parents played too, I guess. But then we like traded shit afterwards.
Yep.
you know,
You always
but yeah.
got to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. $25 to Taco Bell, $20 to Domino's, some chocolates and shit.
Yeah.
just some random.
Yeah,
some
I did
filler.
win. There was the ball in the center, had
Yep.
$50 in it, and then some chocolates and shit.
It didn't have
one
shots every
scratch.
like 1 foot of
No,
saran wrap.
that is what we're doing
that's
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Oh, no.
Yeah, with the two family Christmas that
I
we do.
gotcha.
So yeah, that'll be
That's more of
shots
a-
and
See,
more of a
more
party.
scratchers and more cash and yeah.
So you're halfway done with Christmas.
My mom does the saran wrap ball a lot different. First of all, she's already started
Well, there's also what 12 people playing it.
10.
10, yeah.
10.
10. Speaking of
But-
Christmas, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
I
this?
So,
remember
my-
you showed us this crate.
Yeah.
What is
So
it?
my
What's in the
mom
crate?
literally posted this on Facebook. It was like, "Oh, Christmas present
Yeah, it
arrived."
was like family Christmas. Yeah, family Christmas present arrived.
I'm like, "What the fuck did you fucking get shipped in from Midway? It had to have come through fucking customs."
For
'Cause
reference,
it literally
has
says,
fork pockets on the bottom.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, it's not on this side. On the other side, there's fucking Chinese or Japanese fucking writing that literally says China Customs. I'm like, what the
Everything
fuck did
comes
you
from
order?
China. It's fine.
Probably
Turns
some
out-
shit off Temu.
So
No.
what is it?
Turns out it was a dual slushy maker.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's a family use item.
So it's not a margarita machine.
You
Well-
you can make margaritas.
Well, if it's
Yeah.
family use.
But yeah, that was in it, and I thought it was I'm thinking Vivor, the Ninja slushy one.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
that's
sure.
like super duper popular right now, and it wasn't, and I was a little peeved. So
Yeah, because the Ninja
it
one
was,
is like this
That's
guy.
yeah, they're like $300, and if you look at them on
They fancy.
I don't care about things that are in a slush that much.
But
Not really at all.
okay, but you could make your own Baja Blast slushy like the Taco
could,
Bell.
and then add booze.
I don't
to
drink
it.
Taco. I don't drink
Yeah.
Baja Blast outside of Taco Bell.
I don't drink it even in Taco Bell.
Fair.
It's fucking.
But yeah, so we started with White Elephant, and so everybody got to pick
Yeah.
what they wanted, and then you could steal. So I was like, well, fuck it.
thief.
If the slush machine's in there, then I get the slush
Is it this
machine.
one?
No,
Okay. I'm just like, this is a.
That is
slush-
industrial. Holy fuck.
it's like this.
It's
a
probably
little bit
similar
different.
to this, yeah.
Go back out to the
Goddamn.
pictures. We'll see if we can find it.
Okay.
Sad I didn't take a picture of it. It's that one.
Is this 6-liter commercial
Yep.
one?
Liters. Holy fuck.
That's a lot.
Except it comes in white. But that's
mean,
fancy.
that's literally it.
If you buy two, you get $10 off.
Damn. Don't mind if
But
I
so
fucking
I was
don't.
like, well, if there's a slush machine in here, then fuck yes. If not, I get to open a wooden crate, which I don't get to do that often.
So you're
Turns
all
out
excited.
I sliced the piss out of my fucking pinky toe because
Wait, whoa, back the fuck up. You can't just say I get to open a crate and cut my foot open. What did you do?
So the crate used little metal tabs that were bent down out of the way.
Yeah.
So I just used a screwdriver, popped it in there, bent the tabs up. Well, I walked beside it. And of course, I didn't have
now the
socks
tab
on,
was sticking out.
and the tab on the bottom was sticking out, so I cut my fucking toe.
Yeah, you can see the
what
tabs.
a
Yeah, these
dumbass.
tabs
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, and there's some on the bottom
Yeah,
too.
that one right there.
Yeah.
You ripped your foot off on one of these.
Yeah, it was fucking fun. Yeah, so then we did White Elephant, and so our family does the Saran Wrap ball a little different. So again, my mom is like already starting on it for next year.
Jesus.
What do you mean already starting on it? Like to go start rapping now?
Yeah. Cause she when she goes to like Peoria or something,
Yeah,
she'll get a
just
couple of things,
couple
and
of
then
random stuff.
she'll put layers into it.
That way, it's not
Yeah.
December 15th and you spend $500 on shit.
Exactly.
You can
Fair.
space it out a lot.
What she also does is she made they're kind of like coaster styles, but they're made out of wood, and they're chips with numbers on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a prize table.
Yeah. And the
So then-
numbers for the appropriate prize. Or
No, it's for the order. So it's like
Oh,
White
okay.
Elephant, but you get to pick off the table.
Okay.
Are the prize are the prizes wrapped still?
No.
Oh,
you
so
can
you can
see
see
them.
everything.
See.
That's pretty cool.
So you can
Okay.
kind of like, kind of figure out what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You're plotting.
But yeah, I think our Saran ball this year was about yay big.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
about beach ball.
And
Yeah.
how do you go between
Dice. You have to get
Yeah,
doubles.
yep, doubles.
Which my mom also she went to Dollar General. They had
like the cheap ass
half size instead of like long mittens. They have just hand mittens.
Oh, you guys have mittens?
yeah. Oh yeah. That's
That
the
way you
thing.
have to
We
fight
you
your way.
unwrap it with mittens on.
Oh no.
Yeah,
no.
no, that- yeah, that's
we don't
that's
do it
most of the
that
fun.
way.
That's the point. You're
Yeah.
supposed to, so it's you can't.
Well,
just rip through
it also slows it down.
No, we
because
don't.
You have to throw the mittens off, and then the next person has to get them.
fuck.
Like it sucks. So the thought is they were half. They were also the ones we used to use. They had thumbs instead of actual mittens, where it was like two flat faces.
Yeah.
The ones that my mom found, they were $1 at Dollar
like
General.
These guys, kind of.
Yes, they were flat instead of a thumb, like a legitimate singled off
Oh
thumb.
fuck.
Yeah.
But they were not. There's not rubber in the middle. It's all
Not
cloth.
not quite this, but still.
But yeah, they were halves.
They're like little alligator hands.
Yes,
almost.
basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were using them. Literally didn't even get halfway through the ball and they start fucking ripping. Like the one was like just ripped in half.
Like the seam was coming
yeah,
off.
completely undone was one of them.
See,
They were $1, so
Yeah.
you know.
the
Well,
funniest
Dollar
part
General.
about Christmas now at my mom's is usually by that time I'm about 3 drinks in and I'm really feeling myself. And I was tasked a couple years ago with like trying to keep the kids in line with like, being fair and shit. So like you can't rip. You have to find the end of the saran wrap.
peel.
Oh well, that's what's fun with the mitts. You can rip it if you want, but even if you rip it, it's still
It's
a
still-
motherfucker
yeah.
to get it
Underneath
undone.
the next layer.
Yeah.
So
it sucks.
like there'll be points where like the nieces will start ripping, and it's just me in the background go, "Don't you fucking start fucking ripping!"
That's partly why my voice is gone. As
Yeah.
well.
Screaming at
It was
everybody else.
it was screaming about this Ranrack ball and then screaming at card games until 2 a.m.
Which
so.
was funny enough because, we're all in a circle, and it was Tori, then me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was kind of rolling slow, waiting for Tori to get the, find the
You're giving
end.
her a break almost. You're like, go ahead, keep.
And then Tori would find it, I would get it, shuffle it off to Lacey, and Lacey's like first 2 rolls, doubles. I'm like, you little shit, give me these fucking dice.
Loaded
so I literally
dice.
got up, went and got other dice. When it came back around to me, I took the other ones, threw them across my fucking
Go get him.
behind me, and then started throwing new ones.
Mm-hmm.
It was bullshit. I told my mom, I was like, we need to get 2 sets of weighted dice, one for each number,
Oh.
and then mix them.
You like. You need like
It's
a
odds
like a
against
like a
you.
Yahtzee style. Like you have like a cup full of dice, and you like have to count to like 20 or something.
I don't know.
Maybe
but-
not that specifically. But
Well, we play Ship Captain Crew, which I don't know if you guys have ever
I
played
know
it.
fuck is
generally.
Ship Captain Crew, you play with 5 die. You have to roll, like you put them in a cup, you
Yeah.
unroll them. You have to start with the number 6. You're looking for 3 to start off and then get points. So the first one you lay down, you have to get 6, then you have to get a 5, then you have to get a 4. If you do it in one roll, once you get those 3, then the next 2 is your score. So yeah, like looking on the screen here, yeah. You get your ship, you get your captain, you get your crew, and then you get your points. So you have to get 6, 5, 4. It's start like if you can get a 6 in one roll, a 5, 4 in the next one,
Then
and
you start making
then,
points.
Yeah, then say maybe you have snake eyes, you got 2. The next roll you do, you got 5. Well, then your score is 5. You give it to the next person. They also have to do 6, 5, 4, and then get a score. Good Lord. So but you only get 3 rolls per turn, and then it just goes around. Also, it's one tie, all tie. So if any of the people playing tie, you go again, and your pot
Everybody
doubles.
goes again. Though.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom loves telling the story of when she first met my dad. They were playing this game, $100 a hand. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's a little bit
So,
rich for my
It is a very fast way to gamble, but it's
Yeah.
also not like it. You either like it's all of
very
what you can
clear.
do. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very simple.
There's no like bluffing in it. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's
Yep.
the numbers. Keep
And
going.
if you can't score, if you get pissed off, like they were telling a story about how my dad's buddy, he was like, all right, there was 2 people left playing and they just couldn't come up to an end. Nobody wanted to stop. He said, all right, one hand, whatever the fuck you got in your pocket,
Yeah.
we're going to do ship captain crew and then 1 die. What like the higher number, whatever we get, do fucking 3 rolls, 1 number, no 2 number bullshit. Just the
Straight
first
up.
person to get the highest number wins. And yeah,
and that's
shit
how
like
you
that. But yeah, it's
easy
a
to-
very simple game. It's very fun though.
Yeah. Once you have it figured out, it goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, Tuesday, we had
Into the mic, please.
Tuesday,
There you go.
we had
Tuesday.
we had my mom's side of the family, and I was promptly woken up to a, hey, do you want to take a 3-hour drive to go put a generator on a site
Oh yeah, for
for
work.
me?
Yeah. And did you
So,
do it?
No,
What?
because there was a guy who was like,
Oh.
who was like half an hour out.
This
max.
wasn't like Holland, Michigan. Again, they're like, "Hey, drive 7 hours." You're like, that's not even
Yeah.
close to where I work.
Well, it was they wanted me to go to Grant Park, so it was like a hour and like 50-minute drive from my house. And not that I don't want to go, but it's just like, are you sure there's nobody closer? This is going to take me 4+ hours,
4 hours
Yeah.
to get there and back.
to get there.
4 hours to travel, including whatever the fuck. I
And
gotta
then
do
we
there.
have to go back once mains power is restored and
Oh,
take the
and
generator
down,
back.
yeah.
So you're going to kill
Call it
10 hours
10,
of my
12 hours.
time
Yeah, over Christmas week,
Christmas
over
Day and stuff.
Christmas Eve day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, is there somebody closer that can go? Turns out nobody went because by the time they had decided what the fuck they were going to do, mains power had been restored. The batteries didn't die. So yeah, went to my mom's, which is now held at my sister's house.
Okay.
And then after that we went to Jason's parents' house
Okay.
for games. We had presents there too. I got a hot sauce bottle in the shape of a chicken. It's fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah.
I about died.
You about died.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Wednesday was my day to work, and I had an offline in Mendota. So that was a good, like 3 hours of OT.
Fuck yeah.
Holiday OT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's technically double time and a half because I already got paid for the day.
Yeah. Look
So,
at you.
Yeah, that
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
too bad. And then we did Tori's mom's Christmas, which of course I was late to, so I was getting yelled at, but that's okay. Then we went to my dad's, and then we went home and promptly sat in bed. And
Now you're just done.
yeah, I'm done. Well, we have technically two more Christmases. Tori is at one right now, and we have one in January.
So you were just burnt out, I guess.
Yeah. I'm
Enough-
getting
too
really
much-
tired of these fucking holidays.
Too much Christmas cheer, huh?
No.
Make
just-
everybody come to you.
You know, that joke was put around when me and Tori have kids. We're like, God, I'm not fucking going anywhere.
I'm not dragging a
I'm not fucking leaving.
not dragging a child across the
Fuck
planet.
no.
When they're old enough, they're gonna want to go to grandma and grandpa's and get spoiled by them too. So
That's different.
and they have like 8
You
grandma and
can-
grandpas
you
too.
Yeah,
can
So
like,
come-
we're going everywhere.
You can come pick him up.
Oh, him.
Him. We're still willing that one into
He's
existence.
prophesizing that right
Yep.
now.
I got 3 nieces.
that's fair.
I'm tired of girls.
I'm tired of this shit.
Which is funny because last week one of them spent the night over at the house and just, Jesus fucking Christ, I don't want to deal with fucking girls. For the
Same.
love of God,
Same.
no.
Crazy how that works.
So,
So yeah, Christmas went pretty good.
yep.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about stuff that isn't Christmas, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking a drive to Michigan, it's about 7 hours long. I'm kind of faced with that dilemma currently.
Are you about to drive
Why?
to Michigan?
Well,
What did you do?
no one fucking replies. First
Yeah,
off, this is Facebook Marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
also a friend of a friend on Facebook.
Oof.
And
Yeah, that's always a bit.
Well, those are 2 different options as well as a company in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so what do you need?
my power steering pump on the Jeep, I most likely fucked up.
How?
When I went to put the new pulley on it, the old one had threads on the pulley itself that matched up with the housing of the pump. So I put bolts in it to pull the pulley off of the shaft. Turns out you have to use an actual power steering pulley puller.
Yep.
So I pulled the shaft out. Now it's fucked up. Now it doesn't make really any
Does it make pressure?
Anything?
pressure. It does. It makes pressure. It's bled.
But not as much as it should.
It's anywhere between 12 and 19 turns lock to lock.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
lot.
fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So it works. It has all the power, but it's
But it
just
just takes forever.
yeah, it's not really work. Also,
Yikes.
the pulley I have is probably wrong, and I probably need a different belt as well. Not the biggest deal. It can
Right.
be underdriven a little bit. It's not the biggest deal.
Yeah.
RPM can fix that.
Yeah, but also like 12,
Yeah.
12 to 19 turns is
Yeah, it's usually
excessive.
and it's
One-
usually 3 to 4.
Yeah.
2 and you're at full lock.
Well, yeah, lock to
hydraulic
lock
is
would be
different.
double.
Well,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Usually you're looking at between 2.5 to 4.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah,
Depending
hydraulic
on
is a-
like you could tweak it with a smaller pulley,
Yeah.
more high pressure pump,
'Cause it's-
smaller ram, whatever.
Yeah, it's about volume. It's like
Yeah.
if your pump is a high volume pump, it'll fill the ram quicker.
Yes.
If it's a slow pump, it'll take more time to fill it. So
Also,
it's
your
turn-
orbital can be
Yes.
different,
Yeah,
flow
it
rate as well. So,
right.
Yeah. So yeah.
So how did you
Well,
discover that?
congrats
You put it
on
all
that.
together, and you're just like, wow,
so
this sucks.
I'll give a shout out to a guy I have no clue. I know he works for a steering company. His name is Chris Agnita
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook. I don't know. He has nothing on his Facebook. He's in the
just
total
some
off-road
guy.
world. He's in the Patreon chat.
He's just
Okay.
a random dude of wisdom.
Yeah, I
like,
gave all
hey.
my info. I'm like, this is what it is. And he helped me diagnose it for probably about a total of 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, because you called me. That would have been
What a
Monday
dude.
night, I think.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, I don't know what to do.
yeah, and
I'm
I
like,
put it in the chat then. Everybody's like, okay, we'll help you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, well, I'll be back out there tomorrow morning, Tuesday.
Yeah, give
And
me
I'll actually really
ideas.
diagnose it and try to fucking figure it out.
Right.
But yeah.
So what made you want to diagnose? What drove
What
you
went
to?
wrong?
Yeah, what isn't working?
I had filled it. I had bled the system, which is just turning the wheel back and forth a lot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Did it on jack stands. I'm like, yeah, I'm two-handing it, but it's working. Fired it up. Did it on... Yeah, I bled it without the engine running, bled it with the engine running, put the tires on the ground. That way the pump and ram are
Yes,
actually
it's got
working.
under
It's loaded,
pressure.
yeah.
So you're pushing more pressure through, trying to get all the air out as well.
Right.
Turned it probably about a dozen times, and I was still two-handed pulling on it, 12-turn lock to lock.
Which is not ideal.
So I'm like, I don't think that this is right.
Something's
Is
a
that what
little
this video
fucky
is?
here.
That is
is that unrelated?
That is when I was diagnosing on Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay. So Monday you realize it's fucked up. Something is not
And
correct.
I started looking at options, and everybody's like, just keep diagnosing it. You don't want to fucking piss away money if you don't have to.
Yeah,
And
ideally you
and,
don't want-
and you don't really know what's wrong with it because it's all you set up as well. Like,
Exactly.
fair. That's
you don't want to
fine.
start buying parts and then they don't
Yeah.
fix it.
Yep.
But yeah, after diagnosing it Tuesday, it's most likely a pump. So after Tuesday, I made multiple posts in every rock crawler group trying to find it.
I saw most of them, yeah.
Looked at Marketplace. There was 2 pumps in Michigan.
Is that this one?
And yes, this same guy is selling 2 different pumps.
Sure.
Don't know what the internal fittings are. One of them comes with a pulley. Cannot find exactly what this part model is because that's a serial number, not a part number.
Yep, it doesn't actually solve that.
So I'm
yeah.
like, okay, this is most likely what I need. There's 2 different types of pumps. There's a TC or a CBR. The TC is a cheaper, but it's also the exact same one I already have, so I know it'll work.
Yeah, you already have a TC.
This guy was somebody who replied right away, but he's in Pennsylvania,
yeah.
so he has to ship it.
Oh,
So I wasn't sure about it.
Right.
As well as there's he sent me one more picture. It was the backside of it.
Right.
The backside of the pump does not have that PSC sticker on it. So I'm like, how do I know that this is a PSC pump?
Yeah,
There's a PSC pulley on it. And
Yeah,
it
but
is,
that
it is the
don't mean
4.5
shit.
inch pulley that I need.
Yeah.
And he only wants $150 including shipping. So it'd be
Yeah,
maybe
but that pump could be fucking junk.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's
I don't
one of those
really
things,
know.
It'd be worth it if you had a month.
or
Yeah,
even
not-
another week. I would
Yeah.
I would try it.
But it's not super worth it at like
Yeah,
literally like 2
Yeah,
days
I
of
would.
free
But again,
time.
I would rather do a drive with somebody who has one in hand. And
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's where I'm trying to get. So I'm
Yeah,
like, all right.
yeah. Find somebody who
Figure it
has
out.
Because
Had-
let's see, you guys leave on Monday.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Tuesday morning.
Did you call Complete Off Road?
I messaged Chris. He said, I do not have one in stock. You can call PSC and see what they say. They're based out of Texas, so shipping it even a 1 day is
It's
It's gonna be
possible.
it
close.
ships on Friday, gets here on Monday, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You spent all day Monday waiting for it
I'm
to
also
show
paying
up.
$120 in shipping. I checked it.
Yeah.
I also checked it with Radial Dynamics, which is another steering company. They make a very similar pump to this that would work.
Right.
But their pumps are $200 more expensive. So I'm like, this is going to be a $700 endeavor on
Yeah.
a setup that I already paid $1,200 for. So,
Yeah.
and
Yikes.
granted, it's my fault for fucking it up. It probably worked fine before this, but
You don't. That's the thing is you don't know it worked.
yeah,
before
I didn't
this.
know
That's-
for sure. But
it might have been bummed the whole time.
Yeah, so
and
I'm
you're
trying
beating
to
yourself
just-
up, but
like I'll spend $150 in Michigan. I will take a 4.5 hour drive total.
so this is the one that it's in Michigan.
Or it's 3.5 hours each way. Yeah.
Well, conveniently, we'll be halfway to Michigan on Saturday.
Well, yeah, kinda.
I mean, an hour closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd be leaving there.
He did not reply. The guy from Pennsylvania did. He's ready to ship, but I'm leery of shipping. So I have essentially 2 I can pick up in Michigan. I have one guy in Iowa said, if you order me an entirely new kit, you can have it. But that's 3.5 hours the opposite way in Iowa.
Right.
I'm like, I appreciate the gesture. I will get back to you if I need it.
Yeah, like,
Thanks.
we will see,
But that's
but-
also me buying it retail and then just giving
Yeah.
it to him. So it's like,
Yeah. Did you check eBay?
nothing. Not a single fucking thing.
It's a
on
very
eBay.
specific need.
There are no PSC pumps on eBay that I could find.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because
they're-
anyone who buys them,
especially you. I was looking for used too,
Yeah.
but yeah.
eBay kind of just doesn't have
Yeah.
a bunch of used stuff.
Not
It's-
for rock crawler shit anyway.
anymore. It's like, oh, it's brand new Chinese garbage.
Yeah,
Here you go.
yeah, exactly.
You know, for anything that isn't extremely eBay specific.
Yeah. But I did get recommended Goat Built, which is a rock crawler / Ultra 4 chassis builder in
Yeah.
Genoa City, Wisconsin.
Okay.
It's about 2 hours and 10 minutes away.
That's not bad.
Called them, emailed them today. It is the 26th of December.
Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, we're off till the end of the year.
But
You're like,
if
that-
he gets a hold of me Monday, I can drive there and back, have it installed and done.
that would be awfully
If,
nice.
which multiple people said he has pumps in stock.
Right. You just need to.
There was 2 people on one of the rock crawler forums that I posted in search of for. They said he should have this in stock.
You're
So,
like, great. Can I
it's
come
under
get it?
it's under go up.
Yeah, I was just looking at their website real quick.
Yeah, you won't find it. LS accessory and brackets.
Oh, really?
And then pumps and pulleys,
C-
TC
I
pull,
s- I
TC
see
pump.
CBR
Yeah.
and TC. Which one?
Yeah, TC. Yeah.
TC pump.
And I'm looking for the one with -6, dash 10 in, -6 out. Yep,
Yeah,
275. Like
Like,
even if he has a pump that doesn't have these fittings, I have the correct
Oh, and
fittings,
it's
so
ported.
I can swap them. Yes.
ported would be awesome.
Yeah. But again, It's 2 hours away. It's the closest out of there was a third guy in St. Charles. That was a friend of a friend. That was Jeremy Wilson's friend, actually.
Okay, sure.
He replied to me on the post on Christmas Eve. I texted him.
Nothing.
Or no, I asked him questions. I said, what are the fittings? He said he put it on to bleed the system and he doesn't need it now, or he's not using it now.
Sure.
He's in St. Charles. It's an hour and a half away towards Chicago by Aurora.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said, okay, check your PM. It's the fittings I need. It's the pulley I need.
Yeah.
It was Radial Dynamics, so he could say, I want like list price for this, which would be $600. But it is an option. It's only it's an hour and a half each way.
It's a hell of a lot
closest
closer for I know this is going to fit.
Yeah.
Technically, you'd be like,
It will be
fine,
expensive
I'll
though.
go get
Ideally, the best option right now is Goat Built. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to either reply to my email.
It
or
would be
call.
awfully nice for them to be like, yep, we've got it. We're open Monday or open, Saturday
Yeah.
for a couple hours. So
Yeah.
get it.
Ideally, I'm waiting for Goat Built to reply to my email or voicemail, or the guy in Michigan to say something.
Yeah. give
Because
you
I asked
any-
him, I'm like, what? Because some pumps do not have fittings; they have a press-in style like reservoir essentially.
Yeah.
So I have to between the two pumps he has, I have to make sure that they are threaded to where I can at least use my fittings if they are the wrong
Yeah,
fittings.
they are actually going to fit your stuff.
So
Or
I'm
you
waiting
can
for
at
him
least
to reply.
adapt them.
Not really.
It'd be tricky to
I'd have to go
adapt
to
it,
fucking the John Deere dealership and get fittings and
but that
stuff.
is
And
closed
even
on
then,
Saturdays.
Monday.
Yeah, you'd have to go on Monday.
Yeah, this is a Monday type thing.
Go the very last possible day to sort
But
this
I'm
out.
I don't really have any other options right now. Like the day to order something would have been today.
Mm-hmm.
And even then I'm like, oh, PSC doesn't have any TC pumps in stock on their website. All their website says they're out of stock. So I could have called them and said, hey, what the fuck do you have in stock and can you get it out today
Yeah.
and get it here for sure by
Monday. And they're like, we can guarantee it should be there, but shipping can
Yeah,
get,
exactly.
messed
That's the
up.
thing. Yeah, like
Holiday backlog. I mean,
yeah, exactly. And
takes one
PSC is
truck.
based in Texas. Radial Dynamics is based in Maryland. It's like nothing is close.
fuck.
Well, because
the nearest Summit Racing headquarter or retail store is in Ohio.
Yep.
Okay.
Not Indianapolis. So
It's very unlikely.
what's that?
Would Badlands Parts Department have a pump like that? It's super unlikely, and it probably costs
They probably do
extra.
for their own rigs, but probably
It's like
I
they
don't
do have a
know.
parts department there. Like,
I guess I can. They'll be open tomorrow. I can give them a
yeah,
call.
it's like you just call me like, hey, do you carry PSC pumps?
Or,
No.
or do you have one
Okay.
in your shop on your own rig? I will buy it off of you.
Yeah, I
You
will.
order
I will
it.
give you mine that isn't working and buy yours.
Yeah.
For retail price. I just
Yeah.
want to have.
I was like, because right now, I can drive it. I can load it onto the trailer. I can even drive it on trail. It's probably gonna fucking tear up the pump and then the ram and everything else. But
you welded your front diff, didn't you?
yes,
Yeah.
it's welded
With-
full
are-
of fluid.
Yeah, it's like, are you turning it with the hubs locked or unlocked? Do you remember?
It doesn't. Wow, it does. That doesn't matter.
Well, it should once it's working. It won't.
No,
matter.
they are unlocked right now.
Okay,
yes,
if
but-
it's hard unlocked, then locked, it's gonna be a nightmare.
well,
'cause it'll double
Ideally,
how
it's
hard
not.
it's
No,
turning.
like it makes the power to push it. It's just not getting enough
Fluid.
feed
Yeah.
to make it fat. Like, cause like
Yeah.
the fat. Like that was why I said 19 turns.
Yeah.
If I do it as absolutely fast as I can, I'm actually spinning the wheel faster than it's catching up.
Yeah.
Or than it's doing.
Yep. It's-
If I go slow, it's a consistent 12. If I go really fast, the most I had was 19.
And it should be like 5 at the most.
Yeah,
not 12.
absolutely most.
So you're
Yeah.
already at least half.
That's
the
5
flow.
with air in it.
Yeah.
So we're 4 times too much.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
But yeah, so I've been trying to find that, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I'm
And
still
yeah,
gonna wait.
You're just calling and texting and emailing like anybody get back to me about
yeah.
anything.
Jeremy
please.
Wilson's buddy in St. Charles, if he will take a reasonable price, I will go pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the fact that he has the pulley on it too is nice.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a matter of like I kind of need something.
You're up shit
Yeah,
creek
you're
without
you're
a
kinda
fucking
just-
paddle.
Well, it sucks because there's 3 options all within a driving distance.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna suck to go to Michigan, but it's doable.
It's
Like,
not
you
the
do it.
worst.
I have
thing, though.
time. I don't have money, and I don't have days. I have a physical day I can spend driving.
Yes.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Anything
so-
else that's fucked up or wrong?
No. Yeah. Filled
else do you have
filled the
left?
diff with fluid.
What, front or rear?
Front. Rear is
The
still
rear's
completely
still
open. I
open.
cleaned it the best I could. I'm gonna clean it a little bit more before we start working on it Sunday,
Okay.
hopefully.
So hypothetically,
Yeah.
This
It does
is-
say Saginaw. I don't know why, because a Saginaw pump is pretty different.
it is, but it isn't. So a Saginaw pump normally comes with a reservoir attached.
Yeah.
TC pump.
Saginaw.
Saginaw is the type of pump I run on my truck.
Which like the one.
So,
the one Summit
like,
Racing pump, it has it without it. But
This is like a standard. This is a standard size.
that is a typical Jeep size too. Somebody also said go buy a 4.7 V8 Jeep one and tap and like drill it out. I'm like Jesus.
Ideally,
fuck.
no, but
Yeah.
like you might be able to buy one from O'Reilly's or whatever. That'll
That's what he said. Like, go to a parts store, buy a V8 Jeep one, and fucking drill
the
it out.
unlimited warranty.
It's like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's like you would use it for one day and go, okay, this is garbage, throw it away.
Yeah, this will work. I'll have a 6-turn or lock to lock, and it'll work for this one trip. But
Right.
why would I spend $150 on
Yeah,
that?
it'll
When I
work
can
to
buy
the
a used
end of this
PSC
trip.
pump for $150.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like-
if the guy replies to me.
yeah, that kind of looks like yours.
Well, this is mine.
Yeah.
Actually, this might be exactly mine. That's
Yeah.
very close to mine.
That's
Okay, quit
pretty
spinning,
close.
please. Jesus Christ. Oh no, it's definitely a different face. Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, I have a Saginaw pump laying on the ground. Like, take it and cut it apart until it works. But
Yeah.
because the reservoir comes off very easily, it's just these two studs on it.
Oh.
So you can just unscrew this stud, and the whole reservoir comes off. It would be just a pump.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would necessarily work for what you're doing. The face of it looks too different.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't like. Technically, it's the same, but they were like, it's.
Yeah, it is a standard pump style.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the interior is completely different or
Yeah.
ported.
Also,
very
like I said, I'll need a -6 out, -10 in.
Yeah. Fuck. And yeah, you could adapt way up and way down, but that's just a pain in the dick.
Yeah.
Well, and then you're restricting.
Yeah. Because you can see how small that fitting is. That's
yeah.
that's like a -4, and that's like a
It
dash.
might be a
6.
6 and 8.
Yeah. I mean, Summit has it in stock somewhere.
Yeah.
You might be able to pick it up in Ohio or Texas.
Ohio, Nevada, Georgia, or Texas.
Yeah, for one that isn't ported, would flow slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, that's a damn shame.
Yeah. So,
So what else you got to do? Besides
I
that,
have some
that's
pictures if you want to go
Say,
through
that's kind
them.
of the big one. Yeah.
I'll
I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah. Cut a hole in the hood for the reservoir.
your
Fits well.
hood.
Yes. Though, as everything else is smashed and cut. Oh, the hood.
Yeah. Got that done. Got the steering all kind of set up. I have a
Damn.
picture of this actual
I'm like,
steering.
I was looking. I'm like, can you see the diff from here? But nope.
kind of.
Kind of, sort of. Oh, there's that pump again.
Yeah.
Here's your pump.
That's
as
the
it
pump I took a
sits.
picture of. It'd be like, hey, I need this.
Yeah, I need this exact thing. Please
Yeah.
help.
Help.
That's just
Here's
the
a pump.
That's the internals of a TC pump.
Yeah.
That's what the guy Chris
Yeah.
sent that
you?
picture.
He sent that to
That's
you.
just his like personal Google Doc.
That's just
like
like-
that's the most intricate thing I've seen ever. So that's
But
cool.
it's
That's a-
it's
that's a
nice to
normal pump.
it's nice to know how it works.
Yeah.
When you're like, why doesn't it work? You know?
Yeah, because that was the thing. He's like, I know what the internals look like. There's no way that you could have fucked it up to do that. I'm like, well, something has to be. Like, at this point, I don't know what else.
Something, damn
I
it.
mean, the orbital could just be mismatched for all that setup, which I really doubt.
That he was weary on that for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and there are a couple orbitals on Marketplace.
It's like,
But-
you almost want to grab one of those two just to see, but at the same, like,
An
if it's-
orbital's an orbital. It should be fucking
Yeah.
close.
Should be
even if
fine.
it's slow,
Yeah.
as long as it's functioning properly.
He
you can
said
make do.
if it's the smallest standard orbital, it's a 50cc orbital. That's 8 turns. It's 8 turn lock to lock.
to fill a double-ended 2.5 inch. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So 12 with some air gap, it'd still be it's still leery.
yeah. I'll take 8 turns. That's
Yeah, that's
miles
than
better.
fucking
And if
20.
it's consistent, and the
Yeah.
pump actually works. Yeah.
But yeah, with everything being questionable, that doesn't help.
So yeah, I'm just kind of playing, waiting,
doing this,
et cetera, et
though.
cetera.
Hey, look, that thing.
Yeah. This is the crossbar for the anti-wrap. I did get the whole patch in the floor for the anti-wrap. Anti-wrap is
this hole
entirely
here.
done. Yeah.
We built this Saturday.
Sunday.
Yes. No, Saturday.
Saturday.
Because Sunday I went Christmas shopping.
Okay.
And Sunday I was busy.
Yeah, this was Saturday
forget.
until about like 7ish. Well, I was there till 7. You stayed later. But
Yeah. I stayed till about 10:30, 11 o'clock, finishing it up.
sounds about right. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you left for food at like 7:30. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, it goes from frame rail to frame rail and dodges the exhaust. With a cool custom little bracket that I whipped out. You know?
Welding the fucking floor pan in.
Oh, it's gonna
sucks.
be miserable.
I need to silicone it. There's so many fucking holes in it because it burns through.
I was
had
about to
it.
say, did you just
I
burn
had
the
it.
piss out of
I had
it?
it as low as my welder would possibly go, and I'm burning through the material I'm putting in and the floor itself.
Yeah.
So
220 life should have went back to 110.
no, it's the wire
I-
size, which I don't even have the thickest wire anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's just that shitty of fucking
well,
metal.
it's paper thin. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's all covered in rust and shit, so it doesn't weld nicely.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's why you need a TIG welder, so it can weld really poorly for you.
Well, yeah.
And burn holes
Just
through
melt
it.
a bigger hole.
But yeah,
That's
ideally,
what silicone's for.
ideally,
Ain't gotta look
I can
pretty.
get the front drive shaft put in.
Did you finish the actual wrap bar?
Yes,
There's no pictures
yeah,
of
it's
it.
entirely done. Yes.
Okay.
From the backside of the shocks, I took a picture of the shocks
Yeah.
mounted in there. Is the anti wrap on?
No, it is
oh no,
not.
that was I was taking pictures all at the same time. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, let's just get this done. Yeah.
Yeah, shock
Yeah.
mounts in.
Shock in and mounted. That could be a later date as far as dialing in a
Yeah.
perfect set of shocks.
Yeah, will
for
those
it.
be right
Yeah.
there? Probably not, but it's
But they are
good
there and
enough.
they'll work.
Well, again, you designed it to be adjustable, and it's 2 fucking bolts
Yeah.
Yeah.
to adjust it.
Pretty
To go,
much. Yeah.
and
so-
move them.
At the very least, you go, well, these shocks are too long now. Now I get different shocks or something. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of ways
Right.
to fix this
Right.
if it doesn't work.
Yep. Yeah. Not super worried about that, but
No. Oh, there's the.
yeah, that was just a finished. That's you can kind of see the angle of it. I did not weld it fully.
Yeah.
That's the
I
washer
do. I
design.
do see that. Yeah. Which you don't need to. It's not going to.
There was so much fucking weld in it already. Yeah.
I did mine full just because I'm like fucking whatever. I'm on a table.
I was like, I'm gonna run out of welding wire argon, knowing me. So let's just not do that.
Yeah, me being in no rush versus you being kind of a little one. It's like, yeah, you can skip around.
At that time, I was a little bit. Right
Yeah.
now, if I had to do that, we would have tacked it and called it good enough.
It would be in there physically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the steering all fucking done up and sitting on the ground.
Yeah, I welded these links up before we went to Buffalo Wild Wings on like Sunday.
2 Sundays ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Sundays ago. It's like I'm like doing passes as the clock's getting closer and closer. And it's
Yeah,
like,
because Tori wanted to eat. She
was, like,
she's like,
hungry.
hey, make sure you're there. I'm like, well,
I'm a little busy right now.
we could take 20 more minutes to do another pass on all of them.
yeah,
but
it's like
oh,
all
well.
of these are a little bit under full.
Yeah.
Because I did 2 passes, like one with no filler, just melting the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And the second one, solid. Like they're not gonna break, but they just you can see where the seams are. Pretty
You can beef it
noticeably.
up later.
They're fine. They're not gonna. You'll
yeah,
never break.
I
them.
never will. I promise.
I
But
see
yeah.
you got
Oh, that's
the-
track bar. You can kind of see.
I'm gonna look at the bolts on this.
Oh yeah.
First,
That is with the new 6-inch bolt. So it's actually got a
it's actually on there like semi properly.
yes. Yeah. Or no.
No, you don't have the alignment washer.
Yeah. No, never mind. Oh yeah. So that was before the alignment washers. That was a 5-inch bolt.
Yeah.
So I got the alignment washers
and there's no tube in here.
Yeah, I added
Fuck
the
is
tube.
a goddamn alignment washer?
It brings the Heim up because I'm using this in a weird state.
Mm.
It brings the Heim up off the flat plate, and you're basically giving it more angle for the Heim to work.
Gotcha.
Because if it's on a flat angle, you can only do it so
Yes,
much until the
before it
actual
bottoms out.
housing hits.
Yes.
Whereas
Okay.
a misalignment spacer,
I got
it
it.
gives
This
it a
guy.
couple more degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either this or even like I use these for the top of it, and then
You're basically
half-inch tall underneath of
Yeah,
it.
you're basically just making a cone on the top and the bottom so that
Yes.
the joint can actually
Flex
flex in
more.
there without hitting anything.
Right.
Yes,
And it gives
correct.
her flat for the
Which
bolt
makes
to
total
actually
sense.
sit.
Yeah,
Like,
well, because if you don't use this, you're either going to be stressing the top of the head of the bolt, or you're going to be smashing it into the flat plate that I'm
Yeah.
bolting it to.
yeah, here's the other style.
So, yep.
High misalignment spacer.
Actually, I used a cone style, not like this.
Not this style.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, but
But yeah, same
Oh, here's a
concept.
picture.
Ooh, yeah,
Yes,
there we go.
That's exactly how I have mine set up. But the top
they're
one
flipped.
is
Or the,
smaller.
The top one's that safety
yes,
washer we just looked
yes, correct.
at. But yeah, that way it's got room to flex without hitting everything.
Yep.
It's still adding strength in there.
Oh, it's still super strong.
that's
Everything's
fucking cool.
machined, super
Yeah.
strong pieces.
Yeah, it's
No.
also a 3/4 inch bolt. It's fucking.
Yeah, it ain't going anywhere.
It's beefy.
He's a
Huh,
beefy boy.
did not know that
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
kinda neat.
There's
That's
that.
party neat.
Yeah, your track bar, which is in here in the background.
Yeah, it's kind of close to my RAM, but
it's
yeah,
it's
we'll
close
figure
to
that out
yeah,
later.
close to the pan, close to the RAM.
Yeah,
it's just there.
we got to do a flex test.
Hold it up with some zip ties. It'll be fine.
What is the deal here? Other than this is not welded.
Yeah, I just forgot. We did this. This was on the 14 bolt, so this is what I was in charge of when you were doing the truss,
Yeah,
and
You just kind of forgot
I
about it,
just
huh?
didn't.
just didn't.
I
finish
just
that.
forgot to weld that. Had
Did I
it
weld-
painted
Yes,
and
I-
everything, and yeah, no. You did the tubes on the rear axle.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
doing
this
that
is the
much.
leaf spring perch on the rear axle on the one side. It's the only weld I forgot. It's welded on the inside too.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
It's just not welded on the outside.
yeah, because you were gonna weld on the inside, or at least you were gonna like start doing the inside.
Yeah, I did as much as I could do on the inside, as much as I could reach with the gun.
Yeah, and you're like, because this is when you had 110 volt, not
Yeah, this is
20
before I
volt.
had 220, so I'm like, yeah, I'll do
Which
it all
is
here.
fair.
So you're like, oh, while it's here, we'll do that, and we just
Yeah.
didn't get to it.
Well, no, I got it all done while you were doing some other welding. But yeah, I was like,
okay,
oh,
that's what it was.
I was like, oh,
Just
okay,
not-
cool, whatever.
Just
and
not that spot.
yeah, I'm like, oh well, I got 220 now. I guess I'll throw some more weld on it, and make it look decent.
like,
But-
Hold on, I'm about to burn this bitch in.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Yeah.
go anywhere, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll fucking throw 2 inches of weld on it and make it look
Take the
similar.
U-bolt off.
Yeah,
grind
absolutely
the paint
not.
off.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
But there's paint. It won't weld nice. It'll be fine.
You throw enough heat at it, it will.
It's shiny. I wire
It's
welded a little bit.
shiny-ish. I mean,
Yeah. Good enough for who it's for.
and then I think this is the video of you troubleshooting stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, minute 47. Jeeves Christ.
Yeah, it's me steering and steering and steering and steering and then walking around and
Let's skip forward
yeah.
just a little bit. Oh, I can't-
1,
That's the orbital making noises.
Jesus Christ.
5, 6,
It'd be like hollow
7,
flex.
Yeah, but this is without the engine running.
10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
Full lock right. 1, 2,
You can hear your like stress flip at the first
It's
time.
two-handed. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pulling on it.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4.
Good fucking lord.
13 and a half.
Almost 14 turns. Jeebus. Yeah, you sound
The sound of
exhausted.
disappointment.
Yeah, I've done this 30 times at this point. Like 30 times, 30 turns times fucking 12 turns
Should have
each
like
way.
put the impact
yeah,
on
a
the
little
steering
bit of
wheel.
cavitation.
See that? There's not a lot of bubbles in it though.
I wonder if that's because of the fluid you're using.
Yeah, it's the cheapest, shittiest fucking fluid
Right.
that there is. But yeah,
Like-
Dash 10.
But I wonder if that's part of your problem.
Under to pump.
it's still
Down,
fluid. It should be.
Down
It's
orbital.
it's all the
Dash
same-ish.
6.
Yeah.
Going out into
know.
the ram.
Nice Christmas music in the
Low
background.
pressure side is
Cool.
same.
Yeah, every fucking
Chris.
every station plays Christmas music now. It's like,
comes up
shut
here.
up.
Yeah, please.
Hate it.
Now you're like, it's over. We're good.
F-150.
Yeah,
Just slip on with clamps.
you can see the tubes there. Like
You can
there
see
shouldn't
the
be a
fucking
restriction
tubes
in it.
there.
Yeah.
Which no one
There'd be a
thought
restriction there.
the cooler would have any restrictor in it.
Yeah,
When I mentioned it.
I
so,
wouldn't
yeah.
expect
It's a
it to.
straight. It's a
Yeah,
U
it's a
pipe,
tube.
that's
It's a
it.
tube with fins to cool
But the
it,
fact
yeah.
it's an OEM one, like maybe there's a
Yeah.
a washer in there just to slow it down a little bit, but
And that's my orbital.
yeah, it's most likely the pump.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a sticker on the fucking orbital, which why the tag that's riveted to it wouldn't have the info on it to get the specs off of it.
Yeah, wouldn't
But
tell
no,
you anything.
every
useful.
fucking orbital, they just get a fucking sticker stamped on the end plate, and that's it.
So as
It's
soon
like,
as it
that's
gets
fucking
dirty, it
retarded. Yeah,
falls off,
they all
it's
do.
useless.
So yeah,
I mean, that is an eaten part. Like Michael might be able to look it up at work.
the guy who does steering for a living could not
That's-
find it.
That's
so,
fair.
Yeah, and Eaton stopped making steering parts a
Yeah,
while
that
ago
is also
too.
that is
so,
also true.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're
So,
host.
Yeah, I'm in a predicament.
There's a pretty likely chance that you will not be going.
We're still gonna do the gears on Sunday.
Yeah.
I still have all day Monday.
Or hopefully we can do them like Saturday night if we get back soon enough. I really doubt it though.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm
I don't know what
planning
time we're getting
to.
back though.
I'm planning to go out there tomorrow morning and just clean up the tube more. I have not pulled the pinion yet, so pull the pinion.
Yeah.
Do little shit and get
Right.
it all kind of cleaned up, ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Get
either way,
everything sorted out.
yeah. Ideally, it shouldn't be that bad. It is fucking easy to work on. So
Yeah. Supposedly it's the easiest axle to re-gear, but
yeah,
we will.
So
we'll
we'll see.
But
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna have to flush this every single.
every time you drive it, pretty
Yeah,
much.
every time I drive it for the next 6 times I drive it. There is so much metal and shit through it, like
gunk, and
like
shit.
not chunks, but just shavings and like shiny glitter every all. It's bad.
Well,
It's like
It's
somebody
really bad.
just watered down anise and then just
Yeah.
threw it in there.
pretty much. It's fucking terrible.
That's what they make
mechanic-
magnets for. It'll
Yeah.
pick it up. It's fine. You know?
Meh.
Or to
Well-
clog the magnet every time you go
Yeah.
out.
Luckily, it's a spool, so the only thing that get fucked up is the bearings. It's like they'll last a while.
Yeah, you could tear up the face of the teeth of the gears with a chunk,
Yeah.
not with just
yeah.
powder.
No, yeah. I made sure there's no chunks in it.
Yeah.
But
As long as no
yeah.
chunks, it'll be pretty much fine.
yeah. So
The bearings get noisy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
It's off road. That's what RPMs are for. Hide it.
They're called
when you're going slow enough, you shouldn't hear it. It should be fine.
Wapows.
That's true.
But now you got gears, so you have RPM while you're going slow. It'll be fine.
Fair, yeah.
So your shit's
anything
borked.
else? Yeah.
That's
so
all.
that's yeah. I've been trying to deal with that, but yeah, ideally it's just the charcoal canister's done. Thank you, Marcus.
For
Well,
buying 25 feet of hose when you need
yeah.
like 10.
I bought like 22 feet of. Look, okay.
Either way.
When we went into Rural King and we needed 1/2 inch and 5/16 hose, they didn't have any fucking 5/16.
Yeah.
All they had was 1/2 inch. So I,
Well, yeah.
took it all out of the box,
Yeah.
laid it on the ground, measured it, and it was like 21 and some change. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just buy
Which
the
that
whole
was a
goddamn
good call.
thing.
That's fine. But
Yeah.
when you came back and used 8 feet of the 5/16 and then 10 feet of the.
Well,
Instead of
okay,
just using
so
all
I'm like,
half
you could have just used 2 inches of 5/16 to adapt
True.
it down, and then.
well, I was trying to hide everything. I made it look nice. That's
No,
how
you
I
used
would
a
have wanted
whole
it done.
dirty hose. I'm like, whatever, man.
So
Dirty
it was
hose, where?
Whoa!
I know.
There was 5/16 coming out of the charcoal canister on
Yeah.
the passenger side.
Yeah.
So we went from
Around the engine bay, down the frame.
basically to the firewall and around down underneath the side of the engine,
Yeah. Down the frame.
and then basically
length-
right where the
lengthways
frame
down the
kind of
frame.
starts
Flattening out.
flattening out, I adapted it from a 5/16 to a 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
And then ran the 1/2 inch the rest of the way to the
Fuel cell.
what
Rollover hose.
rollover hose. That's it.
Yeah, which is just a hose that has a loop in it. That way, if
Yeah.
I do roll over, it won't siphon the fuel cell.
Yeah, it'll create a pressure trap and it won't
Yeah.
keep flowing.
It's a P trap.
Ideally,
It's
Yeah.
all it is.
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, got that done. What else did I fucking do?
You drove his car to Royal King.
Yeah, did that.
And you were mad about it because it sucks.
I wasn't that mad about it. Their
Sorry.
gear's kind of fun
You're
to
like, wow,
find.
this thing's awful.
Yeah, it is. That thing needs a brake booster and master cylinder and the discs put on. And,
Do hydraulic boosters.
yeah,
don't.
but no, the Jeep. The Jeep. Ideally, it's brake lines on the 14 bolt. Bench bleed the master
Yeah,
and
and just bleed
Gears
a
in
bunch
the
of
14
fluids,
bolt,
gears in the
drive
rear,
shaft.
which you have. You
I have. I just need to make sure it fits in there. Which
Yeah.
the front one I'll probably put on tomorrow.
right.
And then that's pretty much it.
That is the majority
Wire
of
wheel,
it.
the 14 bolt brakes that I had machined and then sat outside for 9 months.
Yeah.
So they're a little rusty. So
Rust.
knock off the rust on
Yeah,
that
the
and call
rust
it
will
good.
come off.
But
Yeah. The brakes on all my stuff gets rusty because I have too many things. They all sit. In
Well, this was like perfectly machined, like non-grooved.
No oil,
Yeah.
no nothing.
Yeah, they were perfectly machined and then sat outside. I'm like, yeah, it's not great. I thought I would have had this going a little bit
Like,
sooner.
well, that
This
was
one on
silly.
me.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah.
You
moved
should
on that
see the
one.
donor shit box
Yeah.
rotors. They're
It's sat for 2 years or
it's
probably
like
more.
flaking off.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
Yeah, they didn't look
Yeah.
good when we got it. I'm sure it's not doing any favors sitting outside.
Nope.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Oh well.
It'd be
We're
alright.
hopefully gonna start working.
But
on it
yeah.
soon.
So we're talking about brakes. I got the brakes on the truck finished
Okay.
because I had them all together. I drove it here, whatever.
Oh,
And it
the
was
red
Your
truck.
pedal
the red
feeling was a
truck.
little weird.
So when you're buying replacement parts, they assume you have the old parts to replace
what
them.
it is.
So there's a spacer that goes on the push rod that activates the brake master.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that piece because I didn't replace parts. I changed them.
Yes.
So there was basically like you'd push the pedal so far, empty space, then it would touch the brakes.
Yeah.
So I took it apart, cut a piece of rod to put in there, adjusted it once or twice, got to where I liked it. Now it's a fantastic pedal.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's like,
No dead space.
oh no, it's really nice.
and all
Nice.
brand new lines and
everything's
pads
brand new and
fucking,
nothing's leaking as far as I can tell. Like everything
yeah.
seems good.
That's
Like,
awesome.
We only had one leak.
The rear that
That
tiny
distro
little
block.
short line on the back.
Yeah.
that leaked a while ago. So I keep looking at it. I'm like, are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Because it's like a 3-inch long line.
Yeah.
So
The
if I,
flares are fucking weird.
Yeah.
well, because it's so short to get it into both
Yeah.
fittings, you can't do it nicely.
No.
Yeah.
So I figured
Everything's
out
at a weird
like,
angle.
I'm gonna bring spare brake line. So if I need to take it apart, I can make go over and loop around instead of just turning into it.
Oh,
that way
that
it's got
makes
some
sense.
spring to it to get
Yeah.
into both fittings.
Yep.
And I'm like, damn, I should have done that. Like,
Oh well.
it was the last brake line of the day. I'm like, just get it together or whatever. And I'm
yeah.
like,
Yep.
I should have done that better. So
That's okay.
So I've got 1 foot of line. Like, this will be perfect. I'll bring this just in case it does, blow
Yeah.
out and start leaking or
You
whatever.
can sit on the
But
couch in the cabin and redo it.
I did brake lines last year. I don't want to do them again this year.
Fair. Yeah. It's
But-
gonna be even warmer this year though. It
And yeah,
sounds
it's
like.
already 50 degrees out.
Yeah. Today was fucking unreasonably warm. But
Yeah, like I walked outside. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is
it's
all this
weird.
shit? But no,
Sucked that it
yeah.
rained though, because it was all mucky and muddy out.
Yeah. Oh,
mushy.
the new hill I cut behind my garage to go down.
Mudslide.
Well, so it had
Well.
snowed Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and I took my uncle Darren, who's been doing all the work out on my garage. I'm like, oh, let's take a ride. I fucking cut a trail all the way down the fucking creek.
yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, because he hadn't seen my actual property line down there. I'm like, oh yeah, so this is this. I took the skidder down. I'm like, let's go for a ride.
Yeah, kind of explain
Went
it all.
down, did a 12-point turn around, fucking coming back up. And I was like, yeah. He's like, damn, I'm shocked that fucking thing didn't spin a tire. I'm like, honestly, me too. It did pretty good.
In what, the Subaru?
In the Subaru
Yeah.
on Sunday when it was kind of like still had a little bit
Kinda
of cold
gross,
out and there was
yeah.
still a little snow on the ground, didn't spin because it was like a fucking half inch of frozen ground.
Yeah.
Well, that half inch turned into complete muck, and I went down there Monday, and I slid halfway down the hill to the flat spot, hit the flat spot, continued to slide a little bit. I'm like, all right, we're good. Like, now I need to do...
No,
Well, I
not
was
to the
like,
creek,
now
not to the creek.
I need to do a 180. I went down there to get dry dead wood to like relight my fire to burn the stumps.
Yeah, the first time it didn't light itself in
Yeah.
like 3 months.
Yeah, so I went down there to get all the dead wood, threw it in the back of the Subaru. I'm like, well, we have one shot.
We have bravery.
Yeah, from the flat area, like, because there's a flat area, and then there's another little drop that goes down to the bottom of the creek bed, which is another, I don't know, 10 feet, 8 feet
Something
maybe.
like that, probably.
So set on the flat there. I'm like, well, we're gonna try it.
Back all the way up.
Fucking
put it in
dropped
second,
it. I dropped it in
dump it.
first. Fucking dropped the clutch in first. Went. I'm like, second. We fucking made it. But I like got up to the top and like slid around the corner. My tires kind of like bumped the tree because I have to shoot in between the garage and the big tree.
and sliding makes that a little difficult.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, I'd rather hug the fucking tree. So I hugged it and the tires hit it. I'm like, we're good.
Aren't you glad you do rallycross and got actually beefy tires for that car? Unless you'd be
Yeah.
on your,
Oh, if that thing had the fucking street slicks, it would be in bad
those
shape.
$50 Walmart tires on your
Yeah.
Sparco wheels.
Yeah.
They would just be, you wouldn't have made it down the hill. You just slide all the way into the
Yeah,
creek.
it would have been bad.
Thank God for fucking Grubman replacing all the
yeah.
tires on their things and then throwing them
Fuck
away.
yeah. Awesome little all-terrains.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Goodyear.
I'm excited to see what it does like in real snow and shit. And like, I want to do like more trails with it because they're such good tires.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
If the-
down for some little, trail ride
Hear
and
me
fuck
out.
around.
If
Okay.
the Jeep's not ready, you just throw that on the trailer and you just
It would be fun.
and you just
wouldn't it?
play with it
It would be fun. I could make it. Fuck, could I make it out to?
to the quarry.
Yeah.
You could get there.
I need a snorkel. Or I
Your
need.
intake is really low, isn't
I
it?
need. Yeah, because if you do go on the right side with like
where
the
it, like, dips
puddles,
in and out of
yeah,
puddles.
I could go on that side. I could
It might-
fucking make it.
It might not be. Well, put that on the high side. Just stay on the. You
but
honestly
it's still right there.
could. Okay.
Well, hold on. Brian's gonna have a winch. You'll be fucking fine.
I'm not worried
Yeah.
about getting stuck. I'm worried about it
have
fucking
to-
sucking
you'll have
water.
to turn it off.
Yeah,
or
just
winch
turn
you
it off,
through all
and
the
he'll
stuff.
pull you through.
Fair.
You could take the other way.
Down.
The other way down's not bad.
Well, I'll say because there's the left side going up the hill, which is like rut, like that's hard.
Yeah.
The right side is the one with all
Is
the
all
water
the
dips, which is
splashy.
way easier.
I think there's a trail like behind that, like to the right, another like
I
60
wanna
feet.
say there is.
It's not a nice trail, but you could dodge most of the water. It might not
Yeah.
be that wet. I mean, those hold water a lot. I've
Dude,
never
'cause
seen
it's
it
mostly
dry.
clay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying words, man. Can we bring my truck? We unhook the trailer from your truck, hook it to my truck. I tow you through it on the trailer.
Oh god.
That'd
yeah.
be baller as
No,
fuck.
you just tape the intake off. I drag you through it. And be like,
Yeah.
V-Notch, what's up? Just park at the top of it.
Axle
and pretend you
breaker.
did
I
it.
ain't got no axles, baby. I'm IFS and IRS.
CV has left the chat.
Oh god.
Boosh. You're
Yeah.
like, I have zero wheel drive now. Please
Oh
help.
god.
Help.
But yeah.
Help.
I mean, worst case scenario, you just bring it and play with it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm doing research for Rallycross.
You
I could.
you could go
I
out to
could
that
tap-
field and start cutting.
I could text Michael.
You're like, hey,
Herrera,
I'm
be
gonna
like,
be
hey,
there with my car.
Like, if you want to fuck around, we'll be back there in 24 more days, ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah, January 25th. Or you're gone that weekend anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, he's gone.
I
But that's
gotcha.
just research day, isn't it?
Is that the same
Yeah.
weekend as their vintage weekend? I've seen.
Fuck, it might be.
I think it is.
You guys should change weekends so I can go.
Womp
It's
womp.
him. He's setting it up. I'm very.
It's kind of
little
his
involved in
deal, and
this.
we're just
Yeah.
included
I just said I'm familiar with the area, and I would like to help if I
because
can.
we're a bunch of hooligans, and we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll compete on
Equipment.
stuff.
Yeah.
18th. Okay, no.
Okay. The weekend before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that date. I'm like, wait.
No,
a minute.
it was close enough to where I thought that too. Yeah, because Michael or Kyle Mang is like, I
Yeah.
have a vintage Jeep. I don't want to fucking bring it to Badlands in January. I don't have heat.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to break it, and I don't want to be cold. Like,
Yeah, like what the
please.
fuck?
Like, this was not the idea. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you just gotta tough it
well.
out. You gotta be built different.
Me
I
at
guess.
every Christmas. Marcus, why are you wearing your fucking car? Because the ship box doesn't have heat. What do you mean it doesn't have heat? Head gaskets.
Buddy
Everybody
heater.
else. Ah.
You know what you should do? Get a heat lamp It just pointed at you in the car.
I got a torpedo heater you can borrow.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Your torpedo here that shoots like 2 inches of fire out of it. You're running
Put it all the way in the back with the seats down.
Yeah.
until you brake hard.
Woo!
Then it's in your lap. You're like, hot, hot, hot.
Good lord.
I believe Top Gear did an episode on that, and it went
with a torpedo heater?
Yes. So they all had trailers they had to get places. Jeremy's had a electric fireplace in the back. And at the front,
yeah.
there was a bunch of straw. This is how they finished the challenge. It went quite poorly very quickly.
Nice.
So yeah, just do that. Just brake hard. And you're like, I'm a little bit cold. Brake, slide forward. Hot, full throttle, roll back.
Full throttle.
Blows engine.
Oh.
Then when you blow it up, you have a heater to work on it with.
Yeah.
You know? He's not digging it.
Oh,
Speaking of heating things up.
Speaking of blowing things up, I did do some research on the Subaru forum that I found, and it turns out that any EJ engine,
Which is all of them pretty
all
much.
of them, like the STIs,
Sty
will bolt up perfectly
to the transmission.
to the the 4 EAT train.
Yeah, that's the same transmission.
Yep.
That's like the only non-manual transmission.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until they went to
So,
6 speeds in like 2010 or whatever.
So, yeah, we can put an STI
you
engine in there.
already bought an engine.
But-
We're
Oh,
not-
I know.
You also
After we
need a
blow it up.
ECU and a wiring harness,
Ah,
and buying all 3 of those.
Fuck it.
preferably
LS
together.
swap the bitch then.
It'd be probably cheaper. I'll be honest.
That won't bolt up to the transmission.
Yeah.
Fuck the tranny.
Then you're just rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, fuck it.
Burnout,
I don't know.
Burnout car. If the rallycross if the
If the-
spare car does not become a rallycross car, we can definitely make it a burnout car.
Just throw an 8.8 in the back and just like a cheap LS in the front.
Yeah.
Just, it like
We can do
300
whatever the
horsepower
fuck we
is
want.
plenty.
It all
Yeah.
depends on what happens when
Okay.
we get there.
If we can do whatever we want,
Mm-hmm.
let's dream this up.
Okay.
Pontiac GXP front-wheel drive 5.3 LS.
Oh God.
One in the front and one in the back.
No, you just mid-mount an LS for the back.
Yeah, but they are.
It'd be cheaper than most likely be cheaper doing that.
Oh, yeah,
than,
this would be
than doing
super expensive.
Than doing 2
On one
GXPs.
condition, we have to get the supercharged one stock.
There's
No, this is the V8,
No,
not the
that's
supercharged.
that's the 3.8. That's
That's
this
the
guy
V6
right here.
supercharged versus the V8
No.
NA.
The
fuck that.
GXP
Yeah.
is the front-mounted 5.3 LS.
Yeah.
It's a like legitimate aluminum block LS motor sideways in the front of a Pontiac Grand Prix.
Yeah. Terrible,
Like,
but awesome.
This is they put a truck motor in here sideways.
Yeah.
So you get one of these in the front and one of these in the back.
Yeah.
And you
Or
make-
just a straight,
Or
like
just
a
one.
typical V8 or
Yeah.
LS, and then you just put a
and you just
1 foot drive shaft.
yeah. But
And then some earplugs
It's a-
because the engine's going to be literally 6 inches behind
well, the
you.
turbo will quiet it down.
Oh, fair. You only turbo the back.
You just well, you want rotation or
Fair,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking hell.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
You
We
just
can
do
do
that.
something crazy.
You do that. You know.
But yeah,
Or-
speaking of heating things up,
Yeah. You wanted to talk about this last week and you had to leave in
Yeah, I
a
had to
hurry.
leave
So
in a hurry.
what is the deal with
So,
are your chickens getting
chickens?
cold?
my chickens were getting
Can we
cold.
cook them?
I have a suggestion.
I have a better suggestion.
Air fryer. We have 2 options. Mine has 2.
We have the
beans.
technology.
Air fryer. Okay,
So,
so you're
they-
out on the air deep fryer
Yes.
combo. Ah.
Fair. All right.
But they
Damn
were
it.
getting cold because I only had 2 heat lamps in there.
Yes, and you went to buy a third one, right?
And I bought a third one and a ceramic heating pad, mat, whatever the fuck
yes,
you
and
want
they
to
were
call
wiping their butt all over it because they're
it.
weird.
Yeah, because they are, well, because they got naked butts.
That picture's gone, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
But so, like the day after I got all that set up, I had a fucking fantastic idea.
The kids would call that an epiphany.
Yeah. If I just build a Bitcoin miner for the winter, I could use that to heat the chicken coop.
Yes.
So if you want to go to my pictures,
I hate it. but
see,
you're-
I'll just build something like a
kinda
quarter
right.
that size.
Okay, but the thing is,
Oh God, that's
you have a
huge.
bunch of animals with sharp beaks.
That's
like
how I was
a chew-
also
No, no,
thinking
no, no.
like, oh,
Top
yeah.
mounted,
But
like
heat
up
rises.
in the eave.
It needs to be down. You
Yeah.
put it
That's
under
Fine.
the-
I'll just put a fucking
just a duct and some
yeah, a
tubing.
90-degree duct with some fucking server fans in there.
So you're saying instead of just buying a regular heater,
Yes.
you want to spend literally thousands of
Yes.
dollars to warm it up in there.
Do you know how many fucking TikToks I keep seeing where it's like, the fucking heat lamps are bad and they can start fires and all. It's
That
like,
is-
yeah,
that is
no,
technically true.
yeah, no shit. That's why they're hung up and zip tied in place with chain that they can't knock down. And
zip ties don't fail. Especially in brittle cold.
No, I have the UV resistant ones. And it's
That
not
doesn't.
one, it's like 6 of them.
Dude, what's wrong with the screw? You have a chain, just fucking
Well,
zip.
Okay, there's a screw up top that
Yeah.
holds a chain.
Oh, okay.
And then it comes down, and I have the clamps still on the light.
yeah.
So then the chain goes through the clamp holds it, and then I have 3 zip ties through there
Just
holding
tensioning
the
the
clamp.
clamp.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like, they ain't fucking gonna go nowhere. And then plus I always keep the 2 little bent pieces of metal.
Right.
So if it ever falls or breaks or something, it's gonna hit that first.
Yeah, it'll probably break immediately and be fine, or it'll stop immediately.
Yeah.
Shouldn't-
And it's like
shouldn't break and be on fire.
Fuck you then. I'll build a fucking Bitcoin miner in there. And I actually did see a video of a guy who had a Bitcoin miner inside of his
Okay, but the problem is
greenhouse.
you don't have the power budget
No,
out
I
there.
really don't.
You have an
You have
extension cord.
one extension
have an
cord.
extension
That was the whole problem to begin with. Is why you couldn't
Yeah.
put heat
Yeah.
out there.
But if you go to the next picture, see, I just get like 2 of these guys.
I mean, I know a guy who's who's
because
got
they're
these.
how much
Yeah,
a piece?
10,000.
Yeah, so I just spend 20 grand
Well,
on
you can't
2 ant
'cause they're
miners.
sold out.
Well,
Fair.
I could wait.
It's
Yeah,
also
just
at like an all-time
hold
high
on.
right now. What is it today?
3,700 watts. You know how many extension cords you need to power one of these?
Hold on, I did the math for this when we started doing LAN.
A 15 amp circuit is 1,500 watts, more or less. You would need 3 circuits of 110 volt to run one of these.
Yeah.
This is probably
One-
a 220 device.
It probably is. Fuck, I didn't think about that.
Hey, what
I
is
don't know. I just
Bitcoin
looked
at
up.
today?
shit.
About 100 G's.
Well, I know it's been
it was-
hovering there, but
I don't know what the actual daily price is. Let's see.
I haven't looked at it in a week or two.
96.
96.
Good
It has
Lord.
dipped over the week or over today. How's the month? Yeah, in the month it's going
106.
down slowly. It's been going up steadily,
Yeah.
but it's like every time it hits like a trademark number, like 100,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
couple months from
sells
now. Yeah, a couple
immediately.
months from now, it's going to go down. But
Yeah,
it continues to be worth something,
Yes.
more and more of a something.
Right.
So
Which luckily doesn't really matter. If you use Bitcoin the way it's intended,
yeah,
it's really nice because you
Yeah.
can just like, oh, it's worth $10,000. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy 1,000th of a coin that's worth $10.
Yeah.
or $100, whatever.
yeah, it's always worth.
And
that.
I'm going to give it to this guy in exchange for something that costs $100, and he can cash it, and it's clean.
Yeah,
People
And
are using it
encrypted.
like a stock market, which is not what it's intended to be.
correct.
It just is convenient. The value of using it as currency is being overlooked by using it as
As a stock.
As a stock.
Yes, correct.
Like
And that's like the thing that people really don't understand is like for mining, you're supporting all of the processing power that it takes to do end-to-end encryption throughout the market as mining.
yeah, you're just verifying trades and stuff.
That's
basically.
all you're doing. That's
Right.
why it was like super easy 12 fucking years ago to mine because
Yeah.
there was nobody using the fucking network.
Yeah, it's like like I keep seeing it go around. It's like the guy who bought a pizza with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, he traded like 80,000 Bitcoin for a pizza. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
well, you'd be a trillionaire. It's like,
Yeah.
but he used it the way it
He
was
still
supposed
is.
to
Don't
be
get me
used.
wrong. He's still worth hundreds of millions.
He's
but-
fine, but
Yeah.
it's like
He used
yes,
it the way it was supposed to be used.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everyone held
As a
on,
secondary
if every
currency.
person who had some held onto it, it would be worth nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point is, you use this to buy drugs on the internet.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing that,
Or
you're
other illegal
Supposedly, Mr. Ross Allwright is going to be pardoned by Trump.
Yeah.
Once he's in office.
Mr. Silk Road
Mr.
guy.
Silk Road.
Yeah.
That's
where buying drugs
Silk
on the internet
Road.
started.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's like, oh, drugs.
Dope.
Silk Road was
psych.
place where you can buy literally anything online, mostly, illegal things.
Yeah.
You buy it with Bitcoin because it's
not
harder to
traceable.
trace.
Yeah.
You can't trace it.
Well, they found him who made the site, but
There was a reason he fucked up.
yeah, he
Yeah,
did fuck up
he-
many times.
When
but
you
yeah.
host shit like that, it's a lot
But yeah,
easier to find.
so-
Yeah, it was a black market. It was the first black market online, basically.
Yeah, and he,
how-
like
how-
slightly tech savvy as far as like, oh, let's use Bitcoin instead of like, instead of just buying like the prepaid cards and shit, like use Bitcoin. Perfect. Was another huge bump in Bitcoin's favor. It was like people were actually using this as a currency because it's
That's
convenient
what it's
for them.
That's what it's designed to be.
Yeah.
It just happens to be everyone's so hyped that it's worth a bunch of money.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to see if it said what he did something stupid that got him caught.
yeah,
I don't remember what it was.
Well,
I'm not gonna,
drugs
I'm not gonna,
and stuff.
Well, He never did anything wrong. He just built the marketplace.
Yeah, he just hosted.
Oh
the
yeah,
site.
no, it
Technically, he got screwed for it.
yes, yeah,
People
absolutely.
can sell drugs on eBay. It's not eBay's fault that it happened.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, exactly.
Should
Yeah.
he be freed? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
I see stolen vehicles getting sold on fucking Facebook,
No
every
title,
fucking
don't
day.
ask.
Yeah. Every
No
fucking
title,
day.
you know the
Or, they're
reason.
called not Chargers. They're called
Hellcats.
no. It's the description of the person who does this. It's something.
I know what you want
like
to
a
say, but I don't think
rammer?
that's the right.
Like
Oh,
it's a rammer or something.
Ram Raid.
No.
No, it's fuck.
It's-
No, not
it's some-
that, Brian. Get your head out of the gutter.
Oh, there it is. He got it.
Yeah, no. It's like there is a specific. Like I said, I want to say it's like a raider or a rammer or something along those lines. Yeah. It's I
112,000.
forgot what the fuck. No, it's
I'm trying to see if it just like pops up. I'm like, oh, it's
yeah, like it's like no title, don't ask.
yeah.
67.
There's a whole bunch of them, but
or yeah, if you know, you know.
yeah. I was trying to see if it just pops. It's not gonna pop up for me.
There's a fucking term for it though.
Hold on.
It's usually called thief.
I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna Google? Term for stolen car buyer.
Yeah. Term
Yeah.
for
It's
someone who steals
Stolen car
cars.
seller.
That's
Technically,
usually
yeah.
thief. I think is what they call
Well,
it.
fair.
But all the groups are private for good reason. But
No, a lot of them are public. I'll be honest.
well,
They're just
all the ones that popped up when I clicked.
Motor vehicle theft.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto technically.
Chop
Call them
shop.
Rockstar Games, but I don't know, man.
either way. There is a term. I just can't think.
Yeah,
of
this
it.
is not the important part of the show.
Yeah. So anyway, you're gonna heat your chickens a normal way.
Yeah, how are you actually going to heat them? Are you just going to use heat lamps forever?
Yeah, I just have fucking
Why don't
Elon.
you just buy like a buddy heater? And
Because I don't want to have fuel in there.
so it has a safety. It'll auto turn off.
It's dusty as fuck in there.
It'll burn the dust out of the air.
Hell no.
Put a fucking HVAC system in
Nah,
there.
it's fine.
Heat lamp.
They're totally fuck. Hold on.
He's like, let me check. Oh, they're
Yeah.
all dead.
Nah. It was like fucking
It's 50
50
degrees. They're
something in there the other night.
probably vibing in there.
No,
right
they're
now.
probably fine.
They are just chilling.
So what are
out.
these other two pictures? Can we go to these or?
Sure.
No, he's got to look at his phone the whole time.
Well, yeah.
It's 59 degrees in there right now.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Or, because I actually sat down and jokingly thought about this joke for like 10 minutes. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I could just literally do a reverse of Linus Tech Tips whole water-cooled house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole room water.
Yeah,
cooling.
whole room water cooling, except I direct that to a,
You put it. You do
yeah.
a heat exchanger.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
The problem is you have to get the heat out there.
Well, yeah, I just build a small shed or a small add-on to the back, and then put all the Bitcoin miners with a giant heat sink that's all water cooled, and then pop
just
baba
blows.
booey inside.
And that way you're not getting dust in the computers. Because
Yeah.
it's very dusty in there.
It's very dusty in there.
Yeah, don't do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
anyway.
horrible idea, but I thought it was
I-
kind of funny.
I mean, would it technically work?
Yes.
Are computers a good way to efficiently build heat?
No. I've
Honestly,
literally
you just hook the water cooling loop up to just a radiator and just stick it in there.
yeah.
Like just a little cast iron guy. Problem is it just won't build enough heat.
No. The one of my old coworkers, the streaming guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He literally when I was still working at the radio station, he's like, "Yeah, I don't have my heat turned on."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, what's the temperature of your house?" He's like, 78. I'm like, "Gee, why?" He goes, "Oh, I turned all my miners back on because Ethereum dipped."
It was getting chilly, so I
I
warmed
was like,
back up.
"Holy fuck!"
But when you've got,
Well, he had a whole
40
solar
grand in
panel.
hardware,
He had a
yeah.
whole solar panel set up, so he didn't spend a fucking dime on electricity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put a solar panel on the coop.
That's all work.
And buying a $20,000 mining rig to plumb a titanium heat exchanger in there isn't.
I just wanted an excuse to build a new PC.
But you can't,
You can't
Your
even
PC's
game on
outside.
that PC. There's no fucking benefit to it.
unless you put your server rack outside and then like fiber back to your house for a
I
KVM.
could.
You got to dig up the yard then. In that case, trench power and then put a mini split
no,
out
no
there.
fucking goddamn trenching power.
I'm just
Fuck that.
Oh,
okay.
fuck.
This other
What's
one
the-
is just
yeah.
is just Marcus.
Oh yeah, so this
fucked
was
up.
like last week. We were.
This was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
This
this
is
was like
old.
2 weeks ago. So this is like my little 3D printed mount for my microphone boom.
Yeah.
Ooh, God, excuse me. And we were playing games, and all of a sudden I heard a, and it snapped off and just like laid on my desk. And I'm like, well, fuck, now I got to fucking reprint
It's completely
this.
by itself.
Yeah.
Is it yellow or
It is-
white?
Yeah,
it
it's
is yellow.
yellow.
Oh, okay.
The purple light doesn't help.
Yeah.
But it is
Yeah,
in fact
sorry,
yellow.
that's my
That's the grow
greenhouse
light.
lights.
Yeah.
It's for the weed.
No, it's for my mango tree.
Why wouldn't you grow weed? It's legal.
Meh.
Because it's gay.
I do think it'd be a fun project.
I thought about growing it. Even if
I would
be able to smoke it once a year, maybe.
The only reason I want to do it, because I fucking hate smoking pot, is just to play
to me?
around. Well,
Genetics.
yeah.
You're just GMO.
Yes, I just want to fuck around with hybrids.
Cool. I'll let you know how it goes when you give me
Okay.
the free weed.
The once
right.
a year you get to try it.
Yeah.
This batch sucks. You're like, that took me a year. What do you
I expect better next year, motherfucker.
Merry Christmas.
Be like in there with fucking petri dishes. Like, have you guys ever seen how you grow orchids?
No.
No. Why would I know? Why would I know that?
I don't know.
know
There's
it's
a
a
guy
pain in
on
the dick.
there's a guy on TikTok that I've been
Of
watching
course.
do
Who'd
it.
thunk?
It's very interesting. So, orchids.
Is it really interesting? Or
Yes, I found it kind of interesting.
All right,
so
chat,
orchids.
let me know if it's interesting.
Orchids in the wild, when they seeds get released,
When a mommy orchid and a
yes,
daddy orchid.
love each other very much.
Yeah.
When the seeds get into the ground, there's an actual fungus that helps them germinate.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're grown into a greenhouse, they're grown in a special sterile medium
Okay.
that has everything that basically the seeds need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think it's fucking nuts.
Where was the interesting part?
The sterility part and the fungus part. I don't know. I'm just
right.
fucking yapping at this point. I thought
Yeah.
it was cool that like you have to have a lab to like grow orchids in your own house.
Yes, it is interesting. Maybe not
Yeah.
cool, but
Oh,
interesting.
fuck off, dickhead.
I'm just trying to make
Bitch.
Anywho,
Bitcoin.
what you been up to?
Anyway,
What you been up to, Brian?
not as much as I should have been. Let's see.
Fair.
Lazy.
No, I've been busy, not in a good way. All day Sunday was Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Went and got all my presents that definitely weren't last minute things, but
No.
I definitely got them all done on Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Monday, I fixed the brakes on the truck. I got that spacer
Okay.
cut. That turned out really
You
good.
also worked.
I also worked the whole day.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I worked
Why
the
you
whole day.
haven't either decided to take off or just told the boss, can we just not
Because there's
come
work
in?
to be done.
Yeah, it's like I get paid out for my vacation anyway, so I'm like, well, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
But to Monday, fixed the brakes; those feel good. Tuesday, wrapped all the Christmas stuff, which is
Fair.
the leftover supplies from last year's Christmas show that have been laying in this closet.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't have any tissue paper
Yeah.
other than the stuff that came from the gifts from last week from my mom. to you
Yeah.
guys that was in the garbage. I'm
Yeah.
like, do I dig this out of the garbage right now
You
to get
probably
tissue
did,
paper?
didn't you?
Of course I didn't. I wouldn't do that. That'd be crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about,
Yeah,
Greg.
wouldn't
Greg
be
and
me.
Julie.
However, there are like super thin tissue paper, like 2-inch streamers down there.
Oh, okay.
So I just started wrapping shit in that, like to fill space.
Yeah.
And just throwing rolls of it. So like when my
whatever
sister's
works.
kids open their present or whatever, they play with the fucking paper out of the box instead of the toys. I'm just like,
Perfect.
I'm like,
just
there's
like when cats get new toys,
Yeah.
they just play with the box. Fuck it.
exactly. They were so excited. I'm like,
Oh,
fine,
fuck.
whatever. But and then Wednesday was Christmas, so I didn't get anything done there except
Yep.
we played a 3.5-hour game of Monopoly, and nobody won.
Yeah.
It was the
It's usually how it goes.
There was 6 of us playing, and
oh,
it's like
fuck.
it like we played for probably an hour, and nobody even like lost money other than buying stuff.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
everybody bought one of each color pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
so it's just like
So then you're just trying to like rack up how much money you have.
yeah,
and
it's just like hey, like can I buy some stuff off you? Of course, it's like.
yeah.
Like mom went to jail like first turn or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, so she was behind everybody else. She had like 2 properties. I'm like, sell me that light green. No. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then like a minute later, she's like, well, the game, you guys got to start trading stuff around this and that. I'm like, sell me
Yeah.
that light green. No. All right. Well, shit.
I feel like your family is probably the most stubborn family to play
Yeah.
with fucking.
So it's
Monopoly
finally like
with.
we've been playing for like an hour, and it's like there was one property left from the board, and nobody landed on it until like because we were playing the like
quite a few fucking turns.
it was
Yeah.
like 2 hours nobody had landed on this space.
Wow, that's
It was
crazy.
like,
Actually, yeah.
there was down to like 2 because we're doing the either you land on it, you buy it, if not you auction it.
yeah.
Like
okay.
you have to if you land in the place, it has to go somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like we finally there was like 2 left. It's like okay, we got to make deals because it's like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's like Brad and I did some trading and whatever else, and then so it was Michael and Grace.
3-hour Monopoly game, Marcus.
Yeah, 3.5-hour game of Monopoly.
Fuck that.
Yeah, Well, Michael
would lose on
Michael
purpose
and Grace
and
were sitting
flip
next
the
to me.
board.
Yep.
So it's like I traded with Brad, got some stuff kind of flowing. I got him, he had like the 2 properties at the start and like a couple railroads and
Yeah.
stuff. And Michael
railroads.
buys one of my properties off me and just gives it to Grace for $1. I'm like, oh, I see how this is going. Because he was like,
fuck?
he's like, you have to win this because I can't. And just started,
Oh yeah.
stacking the deck at her favor.
What a dick.
I'm like, damn it. So
I'm gonna call the fucking IRS.
we played
on
for
you.
another like hour, whatever. It's like it was just me and Grace both with a bunch of money. It's like the prize was $50.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
50 Monopoly dollars or 50
no
real money dollars?
real green dollars.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like we've been playing for it's 7:00. We started like 3:30.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you just want to split the because you wouldn't sell me anything.
Yeah.
Mom went out before selling me the one thing I needed to do anything.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm gonna play till we lose. And I'm like, sell me that. Like, you have 1 railroad. I'll give you the other 2. You can have 3 railroads. Just give me that light green.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. So it's like Grace only has the 2 last spots on the board, the dangerous ones.
Yeah.
I have
Like
like
bankrupt if you land on them.
I have like 3 on the other corner and the 2 right after the start. I'm like, we're stuck here. The 2 of us have all the cards,
Yeah.
but you have all the ones I need. I have all the ones you need, and nothing's happening. It's like,
Yeah.
you want to split the prize?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
A gentlemanly shake and
Yeah.
call it good enough.
So it's like, okay, we added up like all the money that we had, like shit,
Yeah.
like $6,800 in
Jesus.
just in her bank, and not including all the properties.
Oh my fucking god.
It's like, yeah, this game would have went forever. Like at 1,100 a turn, even if you landed every time around, like it would take you 6 turns around the board. Like it's
Christ.
not. Like this is
Yeah.
never ending. So
Fucking hell.
Wow.
I'm like,
That's cool.
Like, you want to split the prize? She's like, yeah, I'm fine with that. So yeah, we played like a 3.5 hour game of Monopoly,
God damn.
Fuck that.
in which there was no winner.
Wow.
So that's
There
how,
usually isn't in Monopoly. It just ends with hatred.
well, it usually ends with everybody being a loser. But yeah,
Fair.
So that was Wednesday, and now it's like it's Thursday. So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
after work, I got to do this, and I'm gonna try to work for like an hour till you guys get here.
Yeah.
So I just kind of started bocking up winch stuff real quick.
Winch.
Like
Sliders?
I'm gonna do those tomorrow after work.
Okay.
Sliders are easy.
Those are just
He's
like-
already got them.
Well,
I only,
yeah,
had,
but
I only had
put
an
'em up
hour,
there.
so I was just like looking at stuff today.
Yeah,
There's no
fair.
point in trying to lay underneath this thing with
Yeah.
an hour left.
That's
But
fair.
for anyone who doesn't know, here's the front of my truck. It's red-ish,
Walk.
kind of.
It was a plow
It's
truck,
faded,
most
right?
likely.
Yeah, there's a lot of old plow hardware that's still like welded to these weird bracketry.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm going to cut out a lot of this and rebuild it so I can put a winch in here. Roughly about like how this guy has his. This is not
Wow,
mine.
that is
Damn.
so fucking close to your truck.
It's all like picture to picture.
Wow.
If I got
just
the
a different
right,
angle.
it's the chrome grill because he's fancy.
Yeah.
I got the poor people
Holy
plastic
fuck.
grill.
Yeah, if your headlights were a little bit brighter, I wouldn't even point that out, honestly.
Yeah, you like it's the same truck.
Yours are just yellow, but yeah, holy fuck.
But yeah. So it's the same winch in the same mounting channel.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna sit up a little higher. I think I'm gonna trim out the grill in this bottom corner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To get it up another 2 or 3
Yeah.
inches. Because if you look, his is below the frame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get
And
the,
you want it. You want
try
Either
to get the-
matched or higher.
try to get the bottom of this plate at the bottom of the frame.
Yeah.
Get this
Yeah.
tucked way up. That way
Yep.
it's just clean and clear.
Could you
Yep.
just pull it forward a little bit?
Approach angles everything.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
And
true.
I can't. Well, I could, but I have to build the frame out more.
Yeah.
Because it stops at like I'm gonna have to build it out a little bit anyway, just from the way it's all cobbled together and messed up. Because those brackets on his, you can see mine are here. Like he's all the way behind it, way down.
Yeah.
I want to be up and then probably a little bit forward compared to this because the eyelet for the leaf spring is about right here. So I'm gonna be just in front of that and higher. But
Okay.
I'm probably going to trim out like the whole bottom half of my grill.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
I'm okay with that because it's behind the mount anyway. You
It'll
can't-
look good still.
Yeah. But it's like I started cutting this up a little bit today before you guys got here. I just like ripped the plasma up and down the sides of this. And it's just loose. It's not out yet. But that was as far as I got today.
I basically walked in the shop. He started beating the shit out of it with a hammer.
It
or
does-
with a sledge, and it barely moved.
It does move. It's just really tight in there right now. So to, open the cuts up a little bit more. It should come out of there. But I think that'll work pretty easily. I'll get the sliders done tomorrow. Either we'll start on your gears Saturday night, or if not Saturday night, once we get back from karting, I'll keep working on this.
Gotcha.
And yeah, Sunday we can do your gears, because, And then Monday, who fucking knows Monday?
Yeah, Monday is me
Yeah.
crunching on
Have you thought
steering.
about how, if both of these are functional,
Yeah.
how are we going there? Are we taking your gooseneck and putting both on there?
We can.
Or do you want to each pull one trailer each?
I was assuming we were just going to pull each because I have my little 16-footer now.
Yeah. You do have a 40-foot gooseneck that's built for this, though.
Fair. I do have to get the fucking ambulance camper off
body
of it. I just want it
You
off.
want it
I need
off,
it off
yeah.
there anyway.
It doesn't have to be off. It would just be nice if it was off.
Yeah, it'd be nice to
It
just
doesn't
roll
need
it
to be
off.
on there, I guess.
Do you want some help with that? I could help you.
That's not I need to get the Jeep done
Yeah.
first.
That
That's
just-
a Monday thing.
That's just like, it's on there in case somebody does want it. You can just deliver it and here, take it.
basically.
And
And it's like, less fucking bugs and mice and shit in there for
keeps
now.
not
but-
happening. But
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had decided that out yet or not.
Yeah. No, ideally, I don't really care. I
if-
think it was supposed to get fucking cold on Monday, or
Okay.
cold enough to maybe they're putting salt down
To be
again.
slightly annoying again. So I just need to go unload the car off my trailer and hook it up. I mean,
Or no, Tuesday there was a chance of snow, but it's gone now.
Okay.
Wednesday, low of 25, high of 31. Thursday,
Not bad.
low of 20, high of 26.
So it's not nothing terrible.
No.
but- Okay.
I would like to pressure wash it when we get back.
Yeah,
but-
you just don't want to do it while it's freezing out.
Yeah, preferably.
Yeah, I got
I mean, it's going to be cold, but yeah.
Right. I just didn't know if you had considered that yet or not. 'Cause, I can.
After driving my gooseneck or my 24-footer
Mm-hmm.
that I used to have a couple of times, and it just it looked like shit, and it was only 6 years old. It's like,
Yeah.
yeesh.
You wanna take
if I
care
can,
of this
if I
one.
could try to not do that, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, no, it doesn't really matter either
Right.
way.
It's like ideally we could throw them both on the trailer and
Yeah.
just make it easier.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to dragging it with my truck either.
I was trying to think about where we're gonna park. I guess we could park inside the in the actual parking
And just
inside
drive the trucks over.
We're gonna we'd have to because there's
Yeah.
no outside of the park.
There's
parking
nowhere
anymore.
to put 70 feet of truck and
Yeah,
trailer.
well, because they're putting that new building where we used to park in the front.
Yeah.
Um,
So you have to park in the parking
Over
lot.
by the Deuce and a Half?
yeah,
They put a
not-
building there?
Yes, they're putting a building there.
Oh,
There was no
that
parking
sucks.
there last year as well.
Yeah, they stopped the parking there.
Yeah, because they're gonna do the,
But
the
there's plenty-
rental. shit
There's
up
so
there, I
much
think.
parking in the park.
Yeah.
Well, but I
But
mean,
being
that's-
close to the cabins was nice.
Yeah.
Well, and 60 fucking feet of truck and trailer. That's kind of a
Yeah.
lot.
70.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
pushing 70.
It's 44
It's
plus
20.
22
It
or
is
whatever.
at least
yeah.
22. Yeah,
Yeah,
plus 44.
I guess you're overhanging a
Plus
little
44
bit. but-
plus the difference, the gap between the frame,
Yeah.
like the end of the deck and the end of the gooseneck.
Yeah,
like there's 2 feet
long.
between the winch box and the bumper.
Yeah, you might as well have
Yeah.
a semi in there.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's long.
But yeah. No, I didn't know if you were like, I'd rather take my
Yeah,
short
I would
trailer.
like to put them both on the trailer and measure them bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of doing. I was planning to
some
do
quick-
that like next spring or summer when
Yeah.
we put my new camper on the.
Right. Yeah. Once
On it,
everything's
but
on there,
yeah.
like, okay, the camper has to be this long
Yeah.
to fit all this, which you already
Yeah.
measured ish. But
Yeah, it should, but
Yeah.
ideally, it's like, do we put are going down the road when we hit a bump? Are the bumpers going to smack each other, or will there be enough to clear?
Or is the
Like,
weight going to be so out of balance that it's going to?
Well, I think either way, I'm going to put my Jeep on backwards, or like either
Put
way,
the weight
both
over the
engines are going
axles.
to face back.
Okay, I got
Ideally.
Sure, just to balance.
But like
the
my
weight, 'cause
Jeep
it's
being
so-
square, being behind the camper will be better for aero. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll
And
see.
mine is not aero at all.
Yeah,
it's,
but-
it's extremely.
Sounds like we
anti-aero.
just need to say fuck it and buy a semi and a fucking
He
NASCAR
has a
trailer.
semi. And
Yeah,
a
that's-
full size trailer.
Yeah, I'm all.
And
but
I have
there.
one of those. I just can't take it out of state.
Yeah.
And Andy's gonna lose a CDL because he's speeding.
Yeah, correct.
Apparently, you don't lose your CDL.
Oh yeah.
I talked to Michael and Dad about it.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
Dad's like, yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked up.
Yeah.
He said
that
there
just
was
points
not a
against
speed ahead sign until recently.
Yes, I've heard.
So-
I've heard less than a month.
Yeah, so that might help you a
So,
little bit.
yeah.
But he's like,
It's still bullshit.
basically, you'll just have to retake your test when your license expires.
Oh, the CDL.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just because you have a point against it. So they're like, hey,
Yeah.
did you fuck up that bad, or
Yeah.
can you still drive?
But luckily, it's not like my one buddy who he has his own insurance because he drives his own truck.
Insurance is where they would.
That's what would suck. Me driving for a company, they might take a more expensive hit if they even put it to where I'm under them.
Yeah.
if it's
Most
not
likely they won't. It'll just be whatever.
if
it
you
is.
were
a blank
drive-
operator and a
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah, if you were a
Yeah.
driver for a company and did a ticket in
Yeah.
a truck that they own, it's like, yeah, it'd probably
Yeah.
suck, but
Yeah,
you just
no.
being some guy's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, when your license expires, you'll have to retake your CDL test, is what it sounded like.
That's okay. If it
I
makes you feel
just
any
I
better.
just got a new license. So
Exactly.
I
I'm
should
like,
be
you
good
got
for,
years
I got a
for
couple
that.
years at least.
Makes you feel any better. I got
doesn't.
nailed for speeding
What?
Wow.
in the company truck.
What?
Like 2 weeks
on
ago.
the GPS unit in there or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was on 89.
Doing
89.
He's like, the Speedo was on 89.
It's doing 85.
Holy fuck!
And
Why?
a 70. Oh, no.
89
sorry.
is not
sorry.
79.
Sorry. I was
I-80,
doing
the interstate.
80.
Okay, yeah.
80
On
and a
I-80?
70.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
You were
There
on the interstate.
Yes.
Not on 89.
Yeah, Route 89 is a two-way
Did I say
that goes
89?
from
You said
Spring
89.
Valley to Magnolia.
That's what we're like,
yeah.
80 on 89
I'm
is
like, what are you
crazy.
talking
No,
about,
sorry.
dude?
Like, will
I
they
was going.
Yeah,
Or I was
no.
leaving Ottawa, headed back towards
Yeah, you were on
Peru.
I-80, the
Sorry.
interstate.
Yeah,
so
it was
it
on
was
80.
70.
It's
and
like
you got
doing
dinged.
25 over.
Yeah, I'm like,
and
you,
a 55
I'm like,
is
that's,
crazy.
you were asking for it. I thought I was only doing 11 over.
No.
Fuck.
I was doing 10 over
On the
because
interstate, that doesn't count.
it was really fucking busy, and like the minute I
80, Interstate 80
is
is 80 on
horrible.
80. Like,
Yeah.
that is the
the
memo.
minute I would get over to pass a semi going 71 and a half
3
miles
cars
an
in
hour,
your butt cheeks.
there was 4 cars behind me.
Yes.
Like, come, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yep.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
taking so long to pass a truck.
Honestly,
They're mad.
ask for a. Like, I am less of an asshole. I'm less on your bumper if I see like a GPS or if I see that it says
like-
surf or a company
Yeah.
truck.
Oh,
I'll be like,
it
I
says
get
surf on the ass end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just say like my
Like speed
buy
monitored by
the
GPS.
dollar sticker that says speed monitored by
True.
GPS.
Yeah.
I'm way less of an asshole if that's the
You're
case.
like, I get it. Like,
yeah, it's
fair.
like I understand you are also on the way home, but like I can get there quicker.
So I
you
just said
bump 'em
fuck it,
once
and I
to-
put it in Mikey at 80, so I can't go faster than 80.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm just driving. please."
Nothing.
No, so apparently our GPS works if you go 11 miles over the speed limit for more than 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh,
it
that's when it red
dings
flags.
you.
Ah, okay.
So you just got to go 11 over, slow back
Yeah,
up. to 11.
it'll understand that you're going faster, but it also expects you to. Go
Yeah, if you
back
have to
down.
pass somebody, it's not going to
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah,
screw
and
you.
it was funny too because my boss called me because I got an email from the fleet guy, and he's like, "Hey,
Get corporate.
you know, blah blah blah. You know, watch your speed." And Aaron called me. He goes, "Where were you?" I was like, "I was on the highway." He goes, "Yeah, I fucking figured. Watch your speed. I can't afford to lose you."
Fair.
I was like, "Okay, thanks."
Okay, great.
Shit. Yeah.
But yeah.
Makes sense.
So,
Nah, you'll have that sometimes in these
Yeah.
big jobs.
Yeah.
big jibs.
Yeah. Trying to think of anything else, but honestly, that seems like
Yeah.
most
No,
of
what
the
we got? Karting.
karting
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Karting on Saturday.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's my Christmas.
Tomorrow's your Christmas, so
Hopefully
I'm
gonna
gonna
get some
work
shit
on
on
my
the Jeep done. I'll say clean most of the 14 bolt, so it's ready. I need to pull the pinions about it.
Yeah, you pull the pinion, it's like, oh, there's shims on here. We can at least start with something,
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah.
But there might be no pin. I don't know how 14 bolts work. I'll have to watch a video
Yeah.
and see how it's. Supposedly it's really easy, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but that's kind of
Yeah.
kind of about it. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this. Marcus knew it. Dad's new truck died.
CP4.
No,
Oh,
less dead, more strange.
I'll say that's
That's
Yeah,
like
okay.
dead.
It was weird.
Start it up, put it in gear and like drive.
Yeah.
doesn't move. Put it in reverse. Doesn't move.
Michael put
Yeah.
his like expensive
Matco
Matco scanner
Yeah.
on it.
Wouldn't read it.
Couldn't do a
Wouldn't
damn
read
thing.
what? Like
Anything.
any of
The
the
OBD. Well, it didn't have the update for 2023 on his
Oh,
scanner
okay.
yet.
Yeah.
He tried to update it and it wouldn't do it. So it's like Marcus just happened to be there because we were working on my truck at my parents' house. This was like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Good old $99 blue driver.
Yeah, your little
Yeah,
blue driver
okay,
scanner. It happened to read it, but it just like gave like a couple of random codes, like open circuit voltage out of range.
Yeah,
or
some-
whatever.
I
For
have
the-
gotten quite a few randoms before, but it's never
But
stopped
never just
the
like,
movement of it.
Did not move. Like the
Yeah.
reverse lights had come on and stuff.
Here we go.
Huh.
And like you could tell it was thinking about it, but not
Yeah.
doing it.
Actuator supply voltage A circuit open. Actuator supply voltage B circuit open.
It sounds like it may be like a bad ground or a bad plug.
Shockingly close.
Something for the vision system.
Oh yeah.
I believe it is fixed now, but
Oh, yeah. What did he do to fix it?
called the Ford dealer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Had them-
he has
because
a nice
they
warranty.
came with
Well,
a
yeah.
rollback, towed it to the dealer.
Yeah. Where
Out
did he
of
buy it from?
their pocket?
Oh yeah, we're not paying
Oh,
for
fuck
shit.
yeah.
Where did they buy it from? Heller or no?
No, they had to go. They had it delivered in from some.
Oh, okay.
somewhere
Where
else,
they
but
take it for service?
I think
guess.
it went to
the Valley.
Shimmer, not the Valley.
Oh, okay.
I think Shimmer.
Okay.
In Peru
No,
or
fuck.
It's the same.
Mendota, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, either or. It's the
They
same
told me,
company.
and it was like 2 weeks ago, so I forgot.
Okay.
But
Okay.
a mouse ate some wires between the transmission and the transmission controller.
Huh? That's
There's a harness of wires like 4 inches long between
Wow.
these.
Fucking kidding me.
A mouse and
but
a
you
wire
guys
in
keep
there.
it out in the cold storage barn, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck.
So yeah, a mouse chewed through some wires.
Wow.
So the transmission was physically, like the gear shifter was
Shifting.
moving.
Yeah.
But it's all electronically controlled.
Yeah.
So it wasn't.
The voltage
Yep.
in the
Seeing
circuit
it.
was just gone because it
Yeah.
ate through it.
Wow. Huh.
So it's like he just went to get in it and just didn't move. It's just like,
Yeah.
all right, driving the old
Yeah.
truck.
Good old 6-liter. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
280,000 miles on the thing now or
Yeah.
something.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
He's like, once the body gives up, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm like,
Fucking put a new body on it. Why
it's
not?
I'm like, we need to take like an old like international
Yes.
star body.
You
and-
find
Hell
Yeah,
yes.
you find either an old International or a Scout or
Yeah.
a fucking like
Like
70s Ford
like
dead side.
a crew cab Ford
Yeah,
body. It's like,
absolutely.
just
you
drop
do
it over it and
That
put,
would be
like-
so nice.
it'd be so sick
Yeah.
until the motor blows up at
well,
281,000.
then you put a fucking $1,000 motor in it. What do you mean?
What do you mean? We call Warren Diesel, get a billet 6-liter block, and
Hell
make
yes.
4,000
Yeah.
horsepower.
Or you just give it to me and that'll be the donor for the fucking Galaxy. Not that I want your non-studded beat to fuck fucking 6-liter,
we
but
put head studs in it finally.
oh yeah,
I think when we did
you did
injectors,
oils.
we,
Yeah,
I
you did
think
oil
you did
cooler and
head
shit.
I
I
think when we
think.
did injectors, we
Maybe.
finally did it.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't.
Because isn't that on like the recommended maintenance?
That's like the non.
if you're going to tune it,
Yeah,
you take
you
out the
put
head
head
bolts and put in
studs.
head studs.
Yeah.
And we
that
never
is the
did.
like the owner's discretion needs to be done. Not like Ford can't tell you to do it, but they're like, we appreciate that it is.
Yeah, that is if anyone's going to buy one and want to make power, you immediately
Yeah.
do that. Speaking
Yeah.
of that, I did see a cool thing the other day, and I haven't pulled up.
What did you see?
It is startmycar.com.
Okay.
Okay.
I was scrolling
Oh,
through like
search for your
Instagram,
problem or question.
but it's
is the
like
prompt.
there's a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna pull up on the screen.
Okay,
so you can see
yeah.
it. But it's like you can search by like models and stuff. So let me just go to
Yeah,
make.
okay.
Go to Subaru.
That's what I'm doing right now. So you grab Subaru, Outback, and then it gives you like owner's manuals and stuff
Oh.
for all the cars that are on here.
Yeah.
only 22 and 21. What the fuck? Where's my O2?
Some of them don't have it, but it's like
Yeah.
fuse box diagram. We scroll back to 2002,
Oh,
and
wow.
I click the fuse box, and it's an interactive like this thing does this.
Wow.
Does this have the fucking wiring diagrams go along with it?
It probably does somewhere. There's a lot of stuff on here, and I'm like,
So let me tell you, the OEM wire
useful
diagrams from
guides.
Subaru
Like-
is shit.
it'll pull up like what oil do I need, but it actually like has legitimate information. Wow, I'm like, and I'm like, this is useful-ish for the average person, but it's like when someone calls you, like your sister who lives in Bloomington or
Yeah.
whatever, she's like, hey, my car is doing this. You're like, check this fuse box. It tells you which fuse box and where it's at. Like,
Yeah.
it says, let's see, located in the engine compartment. And like, hey, check this fuse number 16. It should be brown.
Yeah.
And you could like,
Wow.
or if you're like going to buy a car, you're like, oh, it's working, but the radio doesn't work. You're like, well,
Yeah,
let me
it's also like you check this website first instead of checking.
instead of Googling it randomly.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
You're looking up 4 different forums for 1994 Ford fucking trucks.
Exactly.
Because there are 4 fucking forums for them.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this sucks.
Let me grab my owner's manual for my 94 F350. Oh, you can scroll down. There's way
Yeah.
more.
Oh.
There is manuals for every year,
Okay,
pretty
yeah.
much. Like go to a 96, that's the closest. I just
Yep.
open the PDF and I can look at it.
Yeah, download manual PDF. Yeah.
I can just scroll through. It's like, what does
Yep.
the owner's manual want me to know about
And
this?
there's no ads or anything. This is tits.
It's very like
How did you find out about this?
just an Instagram reel. Some guy's like, cool websites you should know. Like start my car. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like a remote web or a remote start.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
to
I was
bypass.
curious about that.
Yeah, but it's like it's shockingly useful. Like it's not perfect.
no.
But it's like, oh, for this year
That's
truck,
a very
what are
good
the
base.
issues? Like,
That's a very good base to start with.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
it's. I'm like, this is actually maybe it's garbage once you get like deep into it.
Yeah.
But,
But I'm just like playing around with it. I'm like, it seems kind of.
I mean, for deep cut shit like that,
it's nice of just like the, like what light bulbs does my car take? And you're like,
That's-
I don't know. I'm
yes.
not there. Let
for
me.
simple shit like that.
What light bulbs fit in my fit? And you just scroll through. You're like, oh, they probably take a C5W. It's like, how does it know?
I'm to the point now where I'm looking at old forum posts from like 4 years ago to read the pinouts of a 99 Outback's transmission control module to see if I can't ground pin 5
and force
on
it to do something.
on B54 plug to basically put it in power mode, which didn't come stock with it, but the programming should still be inside of the TCU. And, you know, looking up and scraping through fucking wire diagrams from a car that's almost 30 fucking years old.
Right. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, this is kind of a neat little, you know, it might not be perfect for everybody and everything, but it's like, here's one for a 2010 because why, you know, I don't have the manual. I need to find out the oil capacity. I'll just look up for this random, you know, when you're doing brakes on your cousin's ZJ and you're like, what fucking size are these bolts? Like, maybe it's useful for that.
Yeah.
But I thought that's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Startmycar.com.
Shout out.
Say, remote troubleshooting is basically the best use of it I figured out. But
Yeah. No, it's still a good thing to try to remember.
it's something.
Yeah.
You know, if you like, my truck is parked at my parents' house a lot. So I'm like, I need to read the owner's manual.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, I know it needs this. Like, well, let me just try to find it, Googling it versus like, oh, it's on here.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
For non-car people, this is great.
It's extremely user friendly.
Ooh.
And you can, like, why isn't my radio light up? Like, here, check the fuse
Here's a
in the
good
left side
example.
of your dashboard, you know.
So my mom called me like a week or so ago, whatever. It was like, I can't get Lacey's car interior lights to shut off.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, okay, is the fucking door open?
First of all.
Like,
Door, trunk, hood.
yeah, something.
But instead, you could grab the owner's manual for
Yeah.
your 2000 Ford Taurus, and you just go, here, let me see what it says. And you just scroll through 230 pages. But you can pick, you know.
Turns out it was
It's usually something.
anti-theft.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
something
yeah.
strange. But, like, you just search, like, anti-theft. And it didn't work. But either way, like, for a remote troubleshooting, it's like, hey, why is it doing this?
Here's the manual.
Check this manual first, then I'll come look at it, you know. But yeah, thought that was neat. But I think that's all I've got for this week. Unless
Yeah, I
you guys
ain't
got
got
anything else to
shit.
throw.
Nope.
Cool.
Wish me luck on my power steering pump hunt
And your rattly
and my
voice.
voice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.